Good morning, chat. All right, there we go. Arr. Bark. Bark. Reason why we lose. Yeah? Hello. What up, Link? Give me that. That goes that way. Oh crap. My microphone's still working? Yes, it is. Good morning, chat. It's very early. Really early. Too early, some would say. You're lucky I like you guys. Good morning. Are you guys ready for MCC VOD day? We did a little bit last night, but not enough. MCC VOD day, my beloved. Sunday really is the best. Like, now we kind of just get to relax and just, like, goof around a little bit. Which reminds me, hang on, there's something I gotta do. I'm gonna stream until football starts. So I need to make sure my lineup is good for fantasy football. Just no one questionable. Yeah, I'm good. Uh-oh, Gemini Tay? Don't worry, we talked to her yesterday about her gameplay during yesterday's stream. Arr. Hello, first-time chatter. Dude, there's so many first-time chatters that pop in now. Welcome, everyone. 07. Who are you gonna watch? Ghostbusters. Right, Link? Right? No, you can't come up here. I got Bagel. I know you went to Bagel. How are you? I'm good. Tired. Dude, I couldn't stop thinking about Hole in the Wall and Ace Race yesterday and how laggy and unplayable it was. I don't think if the decorations are gonna be there for like Christmas, I think I have to sit that one out. I don't think I could do the ones with decorations. The next MCC shouldn't be having decorations in it because it's November and it's random. So if I'm not lagging on that one, then I think we can pretty safe to say that it was the decorations. Last Christmas one was really laggy too. That's unfortunate. Sam was having issues with lag as well. Everyone was. I think, like, a lot of certain games did. Call me crazy, but I don't think I saw anyone lagging in Sands of Time. Like, Sam lagged out. I don't know what caused that, but there wasn't, like, consistent lag from Sands of Time. And I think that was because there was, like, not much decorations there. Was Sam the only one that really had issues with Sands of Time? There's no decorations in Sand. There's a little bit. Like, the pyramid is something else, but that was kind of it. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, it had to be it. Sam was so upset. Yeah, it was unfortunate. I didn't see the whole clip, but well, I saw the clip. I didn't see the whole thing. It was tragic. That's one of those things that he couldn't do anything about it, because he didn't cause anything to make his game crash, or do anything to cause his game crashing. And the reason why it's like it so that he dies when he comes back in is so that if there's a disconnect, like someone's internet goes out, his stuff will drop, so his teammates can come get it. I don't know if that's the best, but that's the reasoning for it. I believe, at least. I could be wrong. Rambo's team didn't get any vault keys. I think we only got one vault. We got the red vault, we didn't get the blue one. I didn't play well during Sands of Time. I was disappointed in myself. Sam did lose his coins. He lost his coins because he died and the coins dropped. That's on purpose. So like if someone lags out or like crashes during the game or whatever, like disconnects and can't get back on, their coins will drop and their teammates can go get it. That was just a very unfortunate circumstance. It stinks. Chad, don't tell me what to watch. Don't you dare. I gotta pull up Streamlabs. One moment. We also have a guest today, by the way. Oh, let me message Goomy, too. I have a feeling Goomy's not up. Goomy drank quite a bit last night.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out.
20% coins disappeared? Yep. That's what happens when you die. Is that the best scenario? No, because I don't think anyone in Sands of Time is purposefully logging out. A, we're streamers. B, it's not really an advantage. Coins didn't drop? They were supposed to. That's what the admin said. That's not good then. Something's wrong there. Get rid of you, 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 get rid of you. Launch. The coins did drop, you just... Okay. I gotta stop, like, listening to chat. You guys never know the answers. It's one or the other, and half of the people tell me yes, half of the people tell me no. Caesar Cider. Thank you for the 12 months. Happy 1 year. Jay Soto, thank you for the $2. Good morning, H. I went to a Halloween costume party last night. I was a blow-up penguin. I'm proud of you. So proud. Socializing. Look at you go. Spade Queen, thank you for the 14 months. And Cider says, 1 year? Can't believe Dude, I'm so tired, chat. 4+ years I've been subbed for you. For one, thanks for all the joy you have brought through all lives. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. It didn't drop, it dropped. We're gonna watch the VOD and see what happened, chat. It's too early in the morning. I don't stream this early, but like I want to watch football today, so I'm like I have to stream this early. Nom, 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 nom. You guys want to know who I'm bringing in today? Take a wild guess. You'll never guess. Other than Goomy. If Goomy's up. Five Up? Nah, dude, 5 Up needs sleep. 5 Up streamed for like 18 hours straight yesterday. Let that man get some sweep. Some of you are getting it. We love to see that. Owen Wilson. Wow. Christina, thank you for the 2 months.
Ew.
Woo. Thank you.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Dream. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm
doing pretty good.
I want to hear about this amazing performance you put on.
Yes. An absolutely stunning performance.
Let me hear more about it. I want to hear about it. You were so proud of yourself. I want to hear how proud you were. Tell me about it. What'd you do right?
Yeah, I thought I did. I don't know. I thought it was my best performance. I thought it was my best performance ever. But it's weird because I don't know. I don't know. I just think I think I did well with what I was given. I think there was unfortunate situations but I've had those in the past and I totally let them blow up in my face, like the Iron Door and crap, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with what I've was given,
The circumstances you
I
made
did
the best
like
out of what you could.
I feel like I pretty much did the best I possibly could have with the circumstances that I was given. Like, I don't know.
So
I feel like in terms of how I performed, I think I performed the best that I ever have, like through and through. Like I played a very complete MCC. Like the only thing I guess I'd have to watch parts of my VOD again to.
Oh,
Like,
that's what
know
we're
for
about
sure,
to do.
but-
Let me give you the screen. What do you think was like your worst game during this?
My worst game.
Oh, we have to talk about your team targeting us at the beginning of survival games. I wanted to kill George so bad.
We left you alone. We ended up leaving you alone, but.
I wanted to kill you.
Well, you guys could have. Two of us didn't have weapons. Me and George were just being so aggressive. But like, we were like, oh, we can pick off one or two like right off of spawn. And then I don't think you guys knew this, but the other two people didn't even have weapons. And so like, as soon as I saw you guys are standing on the chest and you guys were all holding weapons, I was like, all right, let's get out of here.
I got screwed because I like in my hot bar or whatever, I had a stone sword from spawn, but after like I started attacking, it all disappeared from me. So I was like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah. I mean, like, in terms of performance points, like, probably BattleBox, but I genuinely don't think I did that bad in BattleBox. I had a couple moments where I was like, damn, like, my aim, I don't know how the hell I was missing.
Everything
I
was
just
off.
wasn't hitting people. And I felt like there was multiple times where, like, I got a OP positioning and then didn't get anything out of it. And, like, I'd get behind them, and then, like, I would just not even hit them at all, and I'm like sneaking up behind them. I don't know, like I feel like sometimes I literally hit them or like barely missed them or something.
Did you see the clip of when you killed me attacking Sam? Let me find it.
I might have, but I don't know.
I put it in.
But yeah, I don't know.
feed
But in terms of like actual performance, I feel like I did pretty good in BattleBox with what I was given. I mean, I think I did a lot of damage. I didn't get as many kills as I could. There was like 2 or 3 rounds where I feel like my aim was pretty off. Like other than that, I feel like I played pretty good. I could have BattleBox is the one I would have played differently if I could go back and play it. It's the only one. I mean, like I think everything else is just like like slight improvements that you just learn over time. Like even Build Mart, I feel like I did good with what I was given, and like.
Oh, you're coming around to Build Mart?
No, I hate Build Mart, but I can recognize that. I feel like I was happy with how I wasn't happy with how the team did all together and I feel like the strategy isn't like fully meshed out and everything. But at the same time, I feel like with what I was given, I did decently. I think in Build Mart, I did pretty good with what I was supposed to do. I didn't really have many big mistakes.
Do you remember what place your team came in?
In Build Mart, we tied for 6.
That's good.
But I mean, yeah, that's decent. But the thing is oh my god, we were 1 block from finishing a gold build at the end. And we were sitting there for 30 seconds trying to have all we needed was Sam to craft a piston. He was sitting in the crafting bench with the piston made without only the cobblestone, and George tossed him the cobblestone, but then Quackity picks it up, and then Quackity, we don't know who has it. We're like, who has the cobblestone? Who has the cobblestone? Like, and then Quackity didn't realize it, but it was too late, and so I just placed the other 2 blocks, and then we didn't get it, and that was a gold build. Like we probably would have gotten like 3rd or something.
Well, that's a good sign then. If you're just barely like, that's a big difference. But if you're just barely off of 3rd, that means you did really good during that.
I mean, at least we would have definitely been at least a minimum 5th, but we would have been 3rd or 4th. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I need you to watch this stream.
Couple 100 points, but
this is you killing me. This is us reacting to it. Did you see how off that was? We put it in slow motion now. This was what I was like. Can you actually see it? Like, do you have the thing?
Yeah, it's kind of laggy, but okay. It looks like you're hitting him, but you're not. But it's not registering. But
yeah, we put it in slow motion.
I feel like that was the same for me. There were some where I just objectively missed people, but I feel like if you watch my BattleBox VOD, which I guess you're probably gonna do, I feel like there was times where I definitely hit somebody.
Yep.
I feel like maybe I could be completely wrong, but I felt like that was a hit. That 100% should have been a hit.
Yeah.
But like I felt like that was happening to me multiple times. But then again, I also know that my biggest weakness in terms of like sword PvP is just my aim, and so I also know that there's a good chance that there was many times where I just missed, because I don't have amazing aim close range, but.
We were talking about it, like there was so many more misses during BattleBox than we're used to, And we didn't know if that was, like, I was under the assumption that it was, like, me just whiffing or whatever. Like, just the shots aren't registering today, feels bad. But then this happened to me. I'm like, okay, there's no way. I know I hit him during the event. You could see how mad I was. Trying to, like, not be frustrated during that was, like, impossible. During Hole in the Wall, dude, I was in, like, 38th place after 3 games. Hole in the Wall, I couldn't do anything in. I jumped over blocks cleanly, and it would still register like something hitting my head when there was nothing there. And I would feel that in-game, and it kept getting into my head. And whenever I touched a wall, I had no chance of surviving. Like, it was the complete opposite. Hole in the Wall was just the most brutal thing I've ever gone through. Ace Race was horrible, too.
I feel like with Hole in the Wall, I genuinely believe, like, I could be completely wrong, MCC proving wrong, but I genuinely believe that if they just removed the boots, that I would probably win 3 Hole in the Wall rounds in a row. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'd bet on it. Like, I'd put money that I'd win at least, I haven't even won a round yet. I'd put money that I'd at least win 1 round, you know, in Hole in the Wall with it. I feel like,
are you saying like the boots
especially because all my practice, no, because the boots, like the people's boots you can see, because all my practice, I used the ground. And like, there's no other way to practice Hole in the Wall other than like just using the ground. Otherwise, it's just kind of like luck and ping and stuff. In my opinion, once you get down to like the fast ones or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, why don't we just make it so you can when you're spectating, you can see them, like everyone playing, which I think you can, right? Yeah, you can. And then when you're not spectating, you can't see them. Like, I don't understand. I don't know why we need the boots.
Because the
boots are annoying. And then also the seeing your teammates, like that one's more fine because like, oh well, you know, if me and my teammate are both alive at the end, like that's a good thing, you know. Like, oh well, you know, oh wow, we gotta, you know, I wasn't able to get first because my teammate, you know, was in my way and lived. Like, oh wow, what a big deal. But I don't know. I think.
And also with the teammates, you could kind of like adjust and be like, okay, I want to move back a little bit and give you some space, or I'm gonna move up to make sure that I'm not blocking anyone. Like once the wall gets closer to them.
Like, even when I've got knocked off for dumb reasons, like where I've like been on, like I wasn't in the middle, it's because like I can't tell the middle of the block because there's like a billion boots, and it's like last time I died, like 2 events ago, I died at, like to one of the first walls, and it was because I couldn't see where the hell the middle was. I barely clipped the edge and got like dragged off. But
I just want it Hole in the Wall gone. I hate it. I really just, it's been in every MCC since MCC 1. It's gotta go. It's so bad.
Man, I don't want it gone, but I do. I mean, I don't know if you saw the suggestion that I made in the Discord, but I think that they should make it so that my suggestion is they should make it so that there's 8 games that are picked by MCC before every MCC that are just the guaranteed 8 games that are going to be played. Now we vote on the order, and there's still like the audience vote and whatever, but we just do that. I think that that allow games that, you know, to not be skipped multiple times. Like once a game is skipped or something, like you know, the next event it'll be in or whatever. You make sure that an event, you know, 2 events in a row, the games won't get skipped if they, you know, are. And then on top of that, I thought in terms of like practice, it makes practice better because you know what you need to practice, what you don't waste time. And then also I even thought the biggest thing for me is I was trying to think after this MCC, I was like, I didn't even do that bad in Build Mart, and you know the rest of the event, like it wasn't Build Mart's fault that I didn't get into thing, but I still was just thinking about how much I hated Build Mart after the event, and I just sat there thinking like, why is that? What can I think about why?
That's me.
And I thought, I think part of it is the hope that it gets skipped, right? Like part of it is there where it's like I'm there like, oh, like what Build Mart, there's a chance Build Mart just gets like not played, and I would just like love that. And it's like you see like when Build Mart gets played, there's like that disappointment, like all the team, you know, my whole team, like, oh no, like Build Mart. When in reality we should be like happy that it got played then instead of 2 ones later or something. But if we knew that it was being played, if it got played, we'd be happy because we'd want it to get played as soon as possible because we want to make sure we knock it out. And then also like when you don't hate a game, like I hate Build Mart, and then also I love Parkour Tag. So 2 events in a row. My most hated game has been played like almost last, and my favorite game has been not played at all. And so I'm just like, it's just that extra disappointment of like really having like your hopes up, like oh, this time I get to whatever.
There are games that are intimidating for a lot of players, including me, and those are usually the games that like you, Illumina, you guys will excel at, and that's like Parkour Tag and Sky Battle. So when it comes down to it, like if those games aren't played in the first 5 because Twitter can vote for them, they're not going to be played.
And that's why I think that it just making it so that and I think it'll also make more, if you do the 8 event thing, there'll be more parity in terms of like when things are played. Because like as an example, like games like survival games are always going to be played late game and Sands of Time and stuff because of the fact that you're not going to play it early because you'd probably rather not get played because you don't want it to be risky. But then if you're later on, there's only going to be 2 teams that don't want to play it because they're already 1 and 2 and they want to keep their ranking. And there's going to be, unless like they know they're cracked at Sands of Time, and but still even then like you're kind of like, oh okay, you know, I don't want to be risky. But then you have 8 teams that are like, it's our only chance, you know, or at least 6 teams that are like, it's our only chance. We need to vote for whatever's getting the most votes out of Sands of Time or survival games or one of those games. And I think that can be really good. But I also think that if you made it so that you know that game's going to get played, there'll be more strategy as to like playing it earlier. Like there might be a team that like, let's say you know your team is cracked. It's like me and you and Sapnap or something for some reason. I mean, not that that would happen ever, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, our team is cracked. We'll try and like knock a team out early, knock that game out early, knowing that we don't want to play that late game because everyone's going to want to play it late game.
Yeah.
Etc. So.
Wait, you keep talking for a moment. I got to go put my dog away. He's angry right now. Dream, entertain my chat.
Yeah. That was my suggestion. I just put it in the Discord. Was that they just do eight games and they announce it beforehand. And like I think it'd be cool because then like you could prepare like, oh, you know Build Mart's getting played, or like even with parkour tag, like, oh, you know parkour tag's getting played. You know, you can just you know if you know parkour tag is getting played and you don't like it, just like if you know Build Mart's getting played and you know 100% it's getting played, then you can practice for it. But if you practice for a game you hate and then like it doesn't even get played, that's also kind of like, oh my god, I just spent like hours practicing for damn Build Mart and then Build Mart wasn't played. But it's like also I'd still be happy to be fair, but you know what I mean. I'd still be happy, but it's also like.
Well, how did you practice for Build Mart? Please tell me.
No, I didn't. This time I didn't. I didn't. I was saying like hypothetically, because like there was one time in the past that I would say I practiced for Build Mart, and it was the time when both me and Techno did the same thing, but he did it differently, and his team got like 2nd or 1st or something, and my team got like 5th or 4th.
Where you big brains it.
Yeah, it was just like we recreated all the builds and just like screenshot them and knew how many blocks we needed for each one. Like, and when we did that, like, he just did it more. His idea was, oh, we fall behind at the beginning and we just go get all the blocks. And my idea was, oh, we just, whenever we see a build, we just call out what exact blocks we need because we have like a list.
Yeah.
And his was just better. His was more efficient, but we had the same general concept. But
I didn't know there was like, did he like end up finishing like all the builds or what happened there? Like, I don't remember that one specifically. I just remember that he did that.
They didn't finish all the builds, but I think they did really good. But I actually did practice some for Build Mart this time. I did minimal. I watched one VOD, and it was Grian's, and I also practiced placing damn trapdoors. And to be fair, I this time it was I did it really quickly. Like I got the same one that the reason I practiced for was the treasure thing.
Dude,
I got the same one.
hate that one's there every time. It pisses me off because I'm gonna be like, okay, at the beginning I could just go and get all the stuff for it. We could be the first one done with that. But I'm like, there's no way they're bringing that one back again. And then they bring it back again. I'm like, okay, I should have gone and got the gold.
But I messed up. I messed that up though. I built it like one block too big, so it ended up not saving me time because of the fact that I messed up. But then again, that was just like my judgment and not whatever.
It's hard.
But yeah.
Dude, watching I never watched Build Mart live before until MCCR. I actually thought it was like the most entertaining game I watched.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hate for that, but it was it was
yeah, I don't like watching it, but I think it's different because I think it is a person by person thing. Like to me, I would absolutely love watching Parkour Warrior, right? Even if I'm not playing in it, like I would love watching parkour because to me, it's very much like it's the craft, like, and I don't mean like Minecraft, blah, blah, whatever. I just mean like there's a huge difference between Parkour Warrior and Parkour Tag. Like Parkour Warrior, the specific jumps like that you need to do, it's like the mechanical skill you need, the game knowledge. It's kind of it's similar in a way to Build Mart, but I also recognize that the way Parkour Warrior was, it's set up in a way where it's snowball effect and the better players are gonna win more often, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that that's why I think they're very similar in how they pre-update or pre-removal Parkour Warrior and like current Build Mart I think are very similar.
We talked about Parkour Warrior
I think we talked
yesterday.
about this before, but
It was just so depressing to see so many people. Like, it wasn't a consistent line of difficulty. There'd be, like, massive, like, just hard levels that people couldn't do, and then they'd be stuck there for 5 minutes, and then it would just be very demotivating for everyone. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't
But
feel...
it's the same feeling of like that same. That's why I've compared it a lot. Is like that same feeling like I've heard I watched Green talk about before. Like I'm like, wow, I really relate to that. That is like the exact feeling I have where I'm doing everything I possibly can in Build Mart, and I just see my team going from third to fourth to fifth to sixth to eighth. I'm like, what are we doing wrong? Like I'm doing everything we can, and it's like and it's one of the things where I know 100%. And I'm sure I will, because I'm a sweat and I'm a try hard. I'm sure I will go and be like, all right, I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna go and practice Build Mart. But that doesn't change the fact that there's gonna be tons of people that aren't gonna want to do that and aren't gonna want to spend time learning different mechanics or learning the ways to play certain things. And so
Yeah.
I think that it's that similar feeling like George was describing yesterday, where when he gets Build Mart, he just doesn't he feels like he just doesn't understand it. And obviously there's certain things that he feels like he's at a disadvantage with just naturally, and then it's even just memory, et cetera, which is there's things like that for every game. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't want to spend. I feel like I've talked so much about Build Mart. I don't want to talk about it more. I think that if they do the 8-game thing and they cycle out Build Mart now and then, just like I'm fine. They cycle out Parkour Tag now and then. They cycle out other games now and then, Hole in the Wall, whatever. And they do the 8-game thing. I'll be happy. That I will, even with no changes to Build Mart, I would accept that.
I'm letting you know, Dream, if you talk this thing into existence and we have MCCs where we don't have Sands of Time, I will come to you and yell at you.
But the thing is, like, that would suck as well. But it's like, to me, imagine my Sands of Time is Parkour Tag, right? And we've had now, what, 2 or is it 3 in a row without it? Or is it 2 only?
Fair, but Sands of Time is special.
And so it's like... You're like, oh, it's to me, it's like everyone has that kind of feeling about one game, It
was,
but then it's a good thing as well. But if you knew that, if they were only because if there's, let's say they have 10 games and let's say maybe they upped it to we play 9 games instead of we play 8, or they kept it at 8, then they'd only need to cycle out 2 games in MCC. So what, a game could be in like how many MCs? 4 MCCs and then be out. It'd be like, that's how it would be for every game, right? 4 MCCs and then it's out. 4 MCCs then it's out. 4 MCCs then it's out.
Looks like I'm sitting out the terrible at math every single time.
Is that how it is? Or?
Yeah, I would genuinely like. The reason why I didn't play MCC 15 was pretty much because Sands of Time wasn't in rotation. Like, I played MCC 14 and I'm like, I didn't really have fun. I missed Sands of Time. I missed the chance of getting it. And I was like, told Scott, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sit out. Once Sands of Time comes back, I'll come back. And then MCC 15, Sands of Time came back, and I'm like, I should have been in this one. And then now I'm gonna be in every single one again.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that if I'm doing my math right, then it'd be 1 out of every 5 that wouldn't have like a game, that wouldn't have a particular game. Or am I completely wrong about that? I don't think. I think if they do it in a certain way, they can do it like that, where it's 1 out of every 5.
They're gonna want to bring back like Rocket Spleef and Bingo too, I'm assuming. So it'd be 14
But I'm sure
games.
they might replace a game when they do that. But if they do that, then what if they did out of those back, but then up to the 8 to 9 games? That we play 9 games instead of 8 games, and then all of a sudden now they can do the same thing, 1 out of 5 or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it'd be a really cool and easy fix, and I think that would make me happy with Build Mart. I was trying to think of like what ways would make me happy with Build Mart if they don't change it at all, because I was pretty much told like we're not going to change it at all for a while because we have a lot of things to work on, et cetera, right? And I'm like, okay, fair enough. So what's like a solution outside of that would make me happy, right? And not a way of like, oh, I have to be made happier, please. And I obviously I didn't say that to them. I just said it in the suggestions channel. But in my mind, I'm like, I love MCC, and so making it as trying to suggest things that'll make it as fun as possible for me would be great. But and for everyone, obviously. But
yeah. I want it back.
I thought
to
that'd be a cool solution. You have 8 games every time that are like preset. Or what I talked to Scott about was 7 games preset, and then there's the 1 vote that's in the middle that you get one random game from all the other games. Well, you can you could have the other games that aren't being played. So let's say there's 10 games and there's 7 guaranteed games. That means there's 3 games that are out. But if let's say they add back Rocket Spleef or whatever, that'd be 4. and to be able to have a vote on the other 4 games. And so each MCC you'd have one non-guaranteed game in the dead middle, and then you'd have it surrounded by 3 on each.
You did a lot of talking there, and you lost me
I don't
like
think it makes
halfway
sense.
through that.
I'm sure somebody on the Reddit will work out what I meant, but anyway.
Reddit are beloved. What was the first game, by the way? I don't actually remember. Oh, it was Grid Runners.
Grid Runners. I
How'd you-
love Grid Runners. Grid Runners is awesome.
All the new games,
good.
all the new games that Nox Crew add are insanely good. Like Sands of Time, Grid Runners. What was another? There was a game in between Grid Runners and Sands of Time, right?
Parkour tag.
Parkour Tag. All of them are good. I don't like Parkour Tag, but that's because I'm bad at it. Not because it's a bad game. I think it's actually a really well-made game.
Yeah. Yeah, Grid Runners. I love Grid Runners. I think Grid Runners is. I think I said it after the first one, and now we've played what 3?
Yeah.
I think I said after the first one, and I've liked it every time. I mean, my team's done well every time, but like, I mean, we got 3rd this time. I think we got 1st last time, and then I think the first time I was played, I don't remember what we got.
How the hell did you get boosted that far? Did you?
George said he just told me if you just go stand by the end and you just you jump right as it does like 1, then
you get boosted far? Okay.
You get boosted farther. Yeah.
Because I didn't even make it to the wall. Like I had to swim quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't read the sign. So dumb.
I was gonna say, did you see about that? I don't remember who it was that. Who was it that figured that out? It was Gumi. Gumi just rang the bell, and there's like a chef zombie comes and lets you in.
Did she read the sign, or did she ring the bell?
She like stared at it for like 3 seconds, like, oh, I'll ring it, and then all of a sudden there's a little chef comes and opens the door. It was adorable.
Yeah. I just did some like parkour Neo around the thing. Like I'm lucky. That was a hard jump. I was like I was able to do it, but
yeah.
I think a bunch of people did that. I know Sapnap did something similar.
We were struggling with this one too. We were towards the end. I like how Grid Runners, the first Grid Runners felt really bad, because like right now, like you have like all the chance in the world to like get like good points, but it, like if this was like the first one we played, it'd be so demotivating, like seeing that you came in 9th in that one. But it's nice knowing that you can still come back and do really well.
Yeah, I really wish that they would try Build Mart the same way, like the Grid Runners thing for Build Mart. They just make so each build you have like a time, and so if like you do faster on one build, then like I think that'd be cool to just try it. Because like I loved that Grid Runners change, and like I don't know. I mean I loved Grid Runners the first time too, but like it was definitely a much needed
flaw,
change.
yeah.
It gives you a hope where you can't just get steamrolled.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just the thought lingering. Oh, did you not go downstairs?
I see. The thing is, like, I should have done it right away, but
yeah,
I tasked Awesome Dude with. Before this, we talked about for Grid Runners. I was like, oh, you'll be like the leader who like this was off stream, but and this is not blaming. Let me get to the end before passing judgment, but and the goal was that he checks out each room, like because I was like my teams have done this so many times. We enter a room and then we miss something obvious, right, where it's like downstairs or something like that. And I just told him about that, and I think you're pretty analytical. Just run around the room, figure out like what's going on, and then I called it off like last second. Before I was like, oh no, just don't do that. Just don't. I don't remember why. I think it was because I was like last MCC. I think it didn't happen at all or something. And I was like, oh, I don't want to waste time doing that. So just don't.
Wait, is this me? Oh my god, I was so confused looking at this. My map on here was the opposite side, so like everything is flipped, and I'm like, wait, you're pushing it the wrong way. What's happening here? Oh, that's trippy. Yeah. Sam would be really good at a lot of games like this, so I think your idea of giving it to Sam is really smart.
Yeah, but then I called it off. That was I made 2 bad calls that I think affected us, which was that one. I made that call of calling that off, which would have saved us that room pretty much, and probably the cake room because he would have looked at the sign probably. I called that off, and then Quackity Sandkeeper. I think those were the 2 calls that I made that I think.
I love that they added that sign in. I didn't see it, but I love that that's like a thing that we gotta look for from now on. Everything is flipped around for this room. Oh my god, it's actually tripping me out. Our piston was on the other side. Because I was like, you passed it, go back. Dream.
I'm up again. There's 2 pressure plates here. There was a button on the next one, Dream. Oh, someone needed to go.
I think you gotta show them.
George, right here.
Oh wait, they did figure it out. Never mind.
Button right here, George. And then come over here. Push me up. There's pressure plates here, George. Nice. I'm searching the last one to see what we can use.
George,
There's a button on this one.
Here, George.
Yeah. I think all my teams have started slow in this and then came back.
Yeah, I think same, honestly.
You just need to get it.
Yeah, I got it. I got the key.
Jump down, jump down.
You guys did this well, though. This one's tricky.
Yeah.
Like, it seems really straightforward, but
Nice.
getting, like, everyone on the same page is so hard.
Through the post.
Yeah.
Okay, we need fire res,
Resistance, strength, and
strength.
swiftness.
My team just gave me all, or, like, my team didn't know how to craft them, so I had to go figure out
This
all
one
of
was
it.
this one was a little bit dumb. I called out the potions at the beginning, and then
We need to put nether
I think Sam said the fire. When I said fire res, he said it was resistance.
Someone have sugar
Or
right
no, I said yeah. No, he said it was not resistance. What did he say?
Actually, I don't know how to make resistance though.
I said
He
something.
said
Anyways.
resi-
We didn't
he
have
just
the,
said
we didn't have the
resistance.
fire res. Yeah, he said resistance, and we didn't have the fire res,
two or is it one?
and so and then
This blaze powder.
But you can grab from. You can grab.
I like it. I feel like Sam would be really good at, like, everything in
Does anyone know how to make resistance potions? Alright, put it in.
MCC.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, he messaged me afterwards. He messaged me afterwards,
We
like
need more
like apologizing, saying like, "Oh, I feel like I did so terrible, blah blah." And I was like, "Dude, like, I don't know." I was like, "You made like a couple mistakes that a bunch that like newbies to MCC make, like people who are new to MCC make."
Yeah.
But other than that, I was like, our team, two of our better games didn't get played. We didn't pop off in some of the team games. Billmart, he got glitched in Sands of Time. I was like, it wasn't at all.
Yeah, that wasn't his fault at
Yeah.
all. It was a lot
Yeah.
of things, especially for... It's hard to explain because anyone that's new is just at a huge disadvantage. Like, they don't really have
We
any...
need to do a certain face or something.
They have no advantages, but everyone, like, me and you have been in, like, 12 MCCs or something like that. So a lot of, like, to get to the other side of the other side of the map and whack a fan or whatever, we've kind of, like, memorized by this point. So we're going to be distinctly better than, like, G or Sam, or just have a huge advantage at those specific maps. Very rarely are we ever going to be on the same playing ground, and that's the same thing with Sam. There's so much VOD reviewing you can do, and so much
Yeah.
practicing. It's not the same as actually playing in an event before. I actually saw this clip of you and George talking to each
It
other.
was so dumb. Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. Like, I feel like I'm very good at describing in the quickest way possible. Like, but understanding. I've done this. I don't know. I feel like I've been good at this for a while. But like, they messed up. They misunderstood one thing and then reset it at the top left.
Yeah.
I think they should have just let one person be doing it. Like I'm just doing the describing,
Yeah.
Like, and then they should have one person doing the breaking, because then like Sam and George had a misunderstanding and messed it up.
I want to see. Who was on the left side with you? I want to see how much they can see, like, through the window.
Quackity.
It was Quackity. Okay, I want to go look at his POV.
Apparently you can see the whole thing. Sapnap told me that on his team, Tubbo just on his side literally stood where he could see it and described it to him.
I was gonna say, can you just go on, like, F5 and make sure you can see both? But you probably don't even need F5.
Yeah, you can't see both when you're doing the carving, but you can see both together if you're like in the corner apparently.
Oh, that's amazing. That one. A lot of these don't seem hard, but they are. It's hard to describe, especially when you're, like, rushed and you're under. This, I totally forgot to flick the lamps the first 2 times that I tried doing it.
Bit of a system for, I don't know, I guess. It depends who you're talking to as well, but like I didn't use the colors because George is colorblind. But I was gonna be like, in front of the green yellow block. He's like, which one's the green one? So
Oh,
I
poor
went to
George.
an alternate method, but it's which is part of being a team player. You adjust to your teammates.
Look at you. Look at you being a team
know,
player,
I know.
Dream.
I know.
Somebody, we need red.
We got it.
Red,
That's
green,
red.
orange.
Pink.
Oh god, this is terrifying.
I did good on this one. I jumped early before they even pulled that on that one, but
Yeah,
I
you-
was afraid, and then I just did it there too because I was like, I didn't want to risk.
Dude, it's
screwing
scary,
up.
like, sitting there waiting, like, on the piston that's gonna be retracted any second now, waiting for the next one to be pushed.
I think what's awesome is parkour gives you an advantage in this, like in grid runners, like. If you're a movement, you can have good move. Like having
Yeah.
a good movement player be a good leader as well is I think is crucial to having like one of the top grid runners teams. I feel like, because I think it's like I don't know, a lot of the games require good movement if you want to do them quicker than other people. and then like good communication as well. But you need the good movement player to also be good at communication. Otherwise,
Yeah, there's like mini games and grid runners for everyone too. Like for instance, the people that are patient and like would actually read the sign got rewarded by having the zombie come and open the door for them, which gave the teams early on a huge lead. There's
that was good. Yeah.
and then just movement in general. Like if you're not patient, like 99% of us, if you're good at parkour, you're able to get up there a lot quicker and actually do the parkour jump. Grid Runners is another perfect game in my mind. Especially, dude, you have no idea how happy I was when I brought up the idea of this scoring system, and then like the next update video, they did my exact idea, and I was like, oh my god, wait, I don't know if this is the best thing, but please, be good, be good. And now I think the game is actually just perfect. There's like nothing to complain about. There may eventually be like you know how in Build Bart, me and your entire team got screwed that one time by the one that kind of looks like it's finished? Like we kind of just left and was like, oh, I'll go do another one. I think it was like last MCC. Like there's probably gonna be something like that comes up in Grid Runners.
What sucks is that one screwed my team so much more than everyone else, just because we happened to be doing, that was the first time that build ever came up, and we happened to be doing a strategy that required us staying on one platform the whole time and being like as quick as possible, which is I honestly think that if you refine this strategy, it can be the best. It can be the best strategy. You just need
the
people
Build Mart one.
You just need really good teamwork. Like I feel like the first time we didn't do as good as we could have, and this time we did. Both times we didn't, but this time we did a lot better. Like my team this time did a lot better at it, and I refined it a little bit and had like a little bit different strategy to it. And then I think we got first, second, first, and then eighth somehow. I think we like fucked something up and ended up getting eighth on the builds. And then we had the other one we were gonna get. I don't know what place we're. I think we were gonna be one of the first people to do.
Is it like
the gold
when you're doing? I haven't watched the build marts, but is it like when you're doing the one, and you have like someone kind of floating around, like they don't need to grab anything? Are they going and trying to grab blocks for the next, like the builds next to you, so that they could just get some extra percentages on that while they're waiting for more instructions?
No, well, we don't focus on the other builds at all, because we definitely don't want to finish any of the other builds, because then we'd have to have a build on that, like a new build that we want on the one plot, on one of those plots.
Would it ever be worth it just like when there's one guy
to get some percentage?
Yeah,
that could be. But I feel like it's also it's not too much. It's not too many points. But I do think having one person do it, because I think there's not. I think 4 people is probably too much this time, but I feel like the first time I feel like 4 people was good. But I feel like 4 people is probably too much for one build. So maybe having one person just do like an individual build.
Would it ever be better to do 2 and 2?
I mean, it could be. I don't know. I mean, honestly, like my thing before was like I don't think that I'm gonna be able to make my team the most, like one of the most efficient teams or the best teamwork teams. So I told George and Sapnap before MCC, I said that with the strategy that we're doing, and Seven knew what we were gonna do. I was like, we're just shooting for like 5th place. That's what it was. We were just shooting for 5th place.
That's how I feel with all PvP games. Just get me in the.
If I can get 5th place, I won't want to like jump off a bridge after Build Mart. So I'll get 5th place and I'll be fine. But we just barely. We would have gotten it too. It would have worked. We would have gotten it too.
If I come up with strategies for Build Mart, can you just test them for me? Because I'm too scared to do them during the actual event.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I already know probably what I'm gonna try next event, but I don't know.
I want you to be my guinea pig, Dream. I want you to be the like one that looks like Big Brains, but I'm the bigger brains behind it. I don't want to watch Hole in the Wall. I hate Hole in the Wall.
Yeah, that's not even really a point. I mean, it's boring. I did good, but I mean, I think it's probably my best performance in Hole in the Wall, but it's just kind of I did average.
It doesn't feel good. It.
Yeah, I didn't leave it being like, oh, that was correct. Battle Box I left feeling like, damn. But I feel like I've underperformed the last couple of Battle Boxes. Like,
were you? I think it was MCC 7. So yeah, you were in that one. Do you remember when we had the like campfires and TNT that just caused?
Yeah.
the worst experience. I feel like this one was almost there. There was.
I didn't know. What's weird is I didn't notice it at all during it. Like until now that you're talking about it, I'm like, oh, it could have been, because I remember moments where I was like, how the hell did this happen? But I didn't at all. I didn't notice it at all, like during it. So maybe.
Well, that was the thing. Like during
you'll notice it in my VOD, and we can point it out. But
like during it, like I was trying to like keep positive, but I felt like my shots were hitting, but they just weren't registering. So I tried just like being quiet and be like, I'm okay, I'm okay. It's.
I feel like I've done worse in like the last couple battle boxes because of the sheer fact that I dropped how much I've practiced like battle box and Minecraft PvP in general, especially like battle box scenario.
That was good.
Before I used to practice, yeah, but then like I didn't get a kill, right? And then
you got him down to 0. That's basically a kill.
And then okay, I ended up killing him. Okay, so it wasn't.
The crossbows are so powerful.
Yeah, that's what everyone had crossbows. So I think that made it feel different. But anyway, I feel like I there was a lot of times where I thought, oh, I just had terrible aim there, and so I feel like recently that's why I've been off in battle box. 99% has been like my aim hasn't been cracked, and I think that that just has to be because I've cared a lot less about practicing PvP.
Well, like what was it like?
Outside of MCC, I don't window eye sword PvP. I mean, I never touch a sword outside of MCC.
True, so, dude. This fight, that was the weirdest fight I've ever seen.
That was awesome.
That was so much like they're both at like literally like 3 above their name, and they both like refuse to like hit each other. And then Sam is just staring at the ground doing nothing, and Tommy's just staring at him, stare at the ground.
I think he turned at the perfect time. Like Tommy started running, and then that's when he turned and started placing the blocks. Then Tommy was like, oh, I gotta go back, and then like tries to run back, and then gets there just late enough, or even if he killed him, it would have been so close. Like who would have actually won the thing? But he would have gotten the kill.
Yeah, make sure it's charged.
I don't know. I'm happy Battlebox was played, but I never want to play this map again.
Yeah, I didn't like this map.
That was good by both of you. That was actually really good by both of you. Like, you flanked and did a good job, but Ant recognized that and got the cobwebs down on you.
But I feel like most times I died, like, I think so far every time I've died, I just died so quickly. I went from full health and then in a second dead.
Yeah, that's the crossbow. Yeah.
Which I think it is just that there's 4 people with crossbows. Like, so all it takes is 2 of those hitting you and you're dead. And then, you know, so I was critting somebody and then I just get and I'm just like dead.
Yeah, you feel like you didn't have a chance to play.
Yeah. And I feel like that happens throughout, where it's like I don't have a chance. I don't have a chance to battle. I try to go battle and then I just get smoked.
Yeah, we were very passive. Our team, we all stood back and just took shots, and nothing was hitting for us. You're very much more aggressive than we were. That makes sense because you guys are a better PvP team than us. But
well, we only got 3 wins.
We only got 1.
And right now we're 2 for 2, and then we end up losing pretty much all the rest.
This is a very good team, guys. This is a very good
How did Orange end up?
And we barely even won the.
Welcome Raiders.
Like, Sam had to
welcome.
In a 3v1, like.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you destroyed us.
Yeah.
What place did Orange come in?
I have lingering potion I could throw over there.
The team overall, I think they got like 4th.
Okay, that makes sense. Everyone was saying
battle box, like overall. But
yeah, overall. That's what I meant.
Me and Sam were talking before the event, and like did I get a hit there at the end? I don't know if I don't know if that was I might have just missed there, but
that's
like what? I feel like I should have hit Mess there, right? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't, but
I think you had Tapple there. Yeah.
Hit tap L and then
that should have been a hit.
At least a small hit afterwards, but because I always spam click right after an initial hit to get like a extra hit if I can, but
that was clean on Gizzy. You do that so well. Like, it's hard to like control yourself that you don't shoot right away. That one on Tapple probably should have missed, and this one on Meps should have hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that I didn't even notice in the event. I just thought I mean I did. I just thought I had terrible aim, and I was like, damn. And like there was a whole group of people, and I'm like, I got like one hit.
Yeah.
But then like that time, there's all 4 of them alive, right? I'm pretty sure.
So it's like, how did
And
you hit into
I
a
did
group
so
of people?
much damage. I did so much damage. All 4. Well, I'm saying like there's all 4 of them alive at the end of the round, right? I'm pretty sure. And like I got like a crit and a crossbow shot on somebody, and I got a Gizzy Gaza ended up dying luckily, so we did get.
Yeah,
that
that's the one you got low.
That was the one I got the stuff on. Yeah, okay. So I was like, I just felt like every round I did so much damage, and then we ended up with like, oh, we got 1 kill. I think it starts happening way more after this. But I'll be like, oh, I got like a crit. I got 2 crossbow shots. I got I did some damage, and then it's like that we would end up I'd kill 2 people, and then the other 2 would still be alive. I'm like, how? How do we not get any more kills?
Yeah. Well, that like the teams are
And then
balanced.
I switch. I give George the stone sword because I was like, all right, George, you can take the stone sword because George was getting picked off, and I was like, it'd probably be better for you like to do more damage. I don't need as much. I don't do it right now, but I do it later. And then
What did you end up taking?
I think I took TNT and I never used it, but
I took cobweb and I just never used it.
because like there's no point in using the cobweb. Like I mean, there's only like you can just get crossbowed.
Yeah.
If you're running at all to use the cobweb, they'll just shoot you. Like
Oh,
if the
Jimmy.
crossbow wasn't in, the kits would have been great. But like, look, I felt like either my aim's just terrible, which is a very real possibility. I thought Sam was someone on the other team because he's purple, highlighted in purple. But
Well, that was a good shot. Yeah. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. Things just felt off.
I've done so much damage. I killed the first guy. I think I damaged
that
someone else
guy.
with a crossbow. I hit that guy, and then I just die.
I did so much damage to everybody.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe your teams were
And then there's
teammates
2
were
of
just
them
being off.
left. And there's 2 of them left, and I'm like, how are no? There's 3 of them. Yeah, no, there's 2 of them left. I'm like, how are there 2 of them left? How do there 2 of them left? Like I pretty much I felt like I killed 2 of them myself, and I was like, how are there 2 left still? And I did damage like on top of that.
I want to see your teammates because maybe they were just having an off day too, so that they just weren't getting
I think George just had. I think George like usually I think is pretty good at battle, but I think he had an off day. But I think it's just the crossbows. I think everyone's not used to the crossbows, and like my teammates kept getting shot right off of spawn and stuff as well. Like right when we start, they'll just get shot, and then it's like, all right, well now we're down a big disadvantage.
George, did you do any damage to anybody?
George, did you do any damage to anybody?
I'm gonna just try and be aggressive and go around.
Why don't you
like
play-
I'm just
why don't you play
I'm
super
I feel like
aggressive and
my aim
I'll
is
kind of
I mean, you got the right idea. Like hearing you talk, it's you're just gonna try flanking right now. I never even went up this
Yeah.
way. I didn't know there was a staircase there, to be honest.
And then I think this is where my aim's just terrible. Like, how am I dead? How am I dead? How did I die? How did I die so quickly? Like, I feel like I got, what, did I crit him twice? I got a crit, 2 crits, and then, I don't know, did I land a hit there? But then I was on full health. How did I die? Did I get double crossbowed?
I think so. You get,
Boom,
it looks like you got
boom.
crossbowed there, and I think someone from the left is about to come up.
And then do I miss my hit on him?
Yeah, Pearl shot
Okay, I
you.
think
You missed, and
oh
then
my
Pearl came up.
God. Like, the crossbows. That is so frustrating.
Yeah. You tried saving your crossbow arrow, too. You were greedy, Dream.
I wasn't greedy. I feel like it was the smart play. Like he wasn't gonna get a hit. Like I was just gonna crit him out, and then after I crit him out, he's dead. And I just flick, and there's gonna be somebody like
You
coming
go
back
someone
him up,
else,
probably. I
yep.
Flick and then crossbow them, and then I'm good. But he turned and hit me with the crossbow, which was unexpected, and then his teammate hit me with a crossbow from like across the yard.
Is there a reason you don't put the crossbow in your offhand?
it's worth it.
I usually do.
Oh, okay, that round you didn't. I've just realized it now.
Just follow me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like go behind them.
Maybe I thought I did, and maybe I did try and shoot my crossbow, but
I guess it won't work.
I don't know.
Oh. We're figuring out about Dream. His head wasn't all there.
I was that is the least sleep I've ever been on for an MCC. So
How much
I
sleep
was
did you
up
get?
well, I was up since 12 a.m. So it had been 15 hours. I'd been awake by the time MCC started.
What the hell's your sleep schedule?
I don't know. It was messed up, but
You gotta get the old man sleep schedule like me, Dream. Up at 6 a.m., going to bed right when it turns 9:30.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
crazy pushing off.
That's the first time I've seen TNT during this game.
Yeah, I was like, I thought he was confused. I was like, why did he place that TNT? What did it do?
That was good. That was good.
But then we get messed up, like, and I was like, I feel like I've done so much damage. How are there 2 people killing me right now? I feel like I killed 2 whole people and I did extra damage. How are there 2 people right now killing me? How? I had 3 other people. I had 3 other people helping me. Where did they go? Are they taking like a vacation or something on that round? No offense to my teammates, but
well, this is a team that you could be offensive towards. They're all your close friends.
They're all my good friends. I'm like, where'd you guys go? It was tea time or something. I
want to see George's POV after this. He probably just did have an off day as well.
Yeah, I think it. Well, to be fair, he popped off. Like, and I think everyone had their moments of popping off. There was, I think we got very. I feel like that happens. That's like the cool thing about MCC is like, you can just have little things that change things in a big way. Like, we had so many little things that just added up that changed things in a big way. And like, yeah, I think George had an off game here, but he had an on game and everything else.
This is where I couldn't kill Sam. He was invincible. Did he survive? He better be dead. Okay, he's dead at least.
Nice.
This is where I'm actually raging. There was
I played that well. I backed him up. I came over. Luckily, I mean, obviously, if you had killed him there, it would have been worse. But like, I was able to back him up, sneak from the corner, like get the shot on you, jump down, get a crit, and then my aim was off after that. But
yeah, no, we probably still would have lost this. But it's like the thing. It's hard to explain, but during any tournaments, little like things that you know should have happened and don't, that like really hurt you, linger in your head for way too long. So when there's things like I should have killed Sam here, and then I could have dealt with other players, and we probably still wouldn't have won this round, but we would have done better, and it would have been like a little bit of a confidence boost, just stays in the back of your head and you can't get rid of it. So like all of that round, all of Ace Race, all of Hole in the Wall was just lingering in my head. And once it came around to survival games, I was so tilted, and I just wanted to kill people.
That's exactly how I feel about Build Mart. I've talked about it before. It's like that's that feeling. It's like after Build Mart, I just always feel like the next game, I'm just like, I better do like amazing in the next game, otherwise like the tournament's probably over for me. Like,
yeah.
Which is why the tournament's probably where I've done the worst. It's like Build Mart, and then I have like a crappy game the next game, and then I'm out.
Build Mart's known for being the 7th game. So yeah. Oh god.
And that was just like Southampton just like popped off.
Oh my god.
No, don't give him any confidence boost. He's already too confident as he is.
I thought he didn't see me, and so I was like, all right. I don't know. I don't even know what I was doing there. I thought he didn't see me, and then it was Sapnap, and I was like, I'm not gonna beat him. He has the stone sword, and he has crossbow loaded. Mine's not. And so.
And he came out of nowhere. He surprised the crap out of me that he was up there because I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. I thought he didn't see me, and then when he jumped down, and then he flicked and got like a crit on me, and then he had the stone sword, and after that I was like, God, all right, I'm screwed. Like, Soundup's already cracked, and then now I have to 1v1 him with a lesser weapon and half health. Yeah. And not a loaded crossbow, and he has one. Like, I'm screwed.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
I tried to run, and then I was like, I'm an idiot. I just need to turn around and try and get like a crit off or something.
Oh, TNT. Did you?
There was like 4 people that were there, and then my teammate walks into it.
Yeah, no, Sam was okay. I was watching him because I thought he was gonna die.
And Fundy was just hiding around the corner.
Fundy apparently like glitched his way up on top of the
yeah, I know. Fundy needs to cut it out. Fundy needs to cut it out. Like that there's the MC. He's like, acting like there's no MC rules. They say in the rules to not do glitches. They say in the rules to not do glitches. Yeah. You need to cut it out. It's giving you an advantage. Cut it out, Fundy. I get it. It's funny. It makes for a good clip.
Stop it. Oh, hey, at least you over doubled our points.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize you guys did that bad in Battle Box.
Yeah, it was not our game. And the fact that like the game paused as well for so long really made us linger on it.
Yeah.
Which was unfortunate. At this point, I'm in like 38th place stream. It was tragic.
Yeah, I was not feeling, my morale was kind of down at this moment, but I was like, all right, I still felt kind of good. I was like, but I knew the funny thing is, like, what's in my head is like, Build Mart's left and it's gonna be played. And that was just, I'm literally thinking that in that moment. I'm like, oh, I just can't have another bad game. Like, because I know I already have one more bad game, so I like have to make sure. Every MCC, I start terribly in Ace Race, and then I pop off and end up getting like top, usually like around top 5 or something. But like, I just have a terrible start. If I just have a good start, I feel like I would just be getting first.
Yeah.
Or at least I'd be competing for first,
Yeah, and you would be like a big thing about getting an early lead is also you kind of get space away from people. Oh, you did the same thing as I did. I did that too.
Like, I just messed up so much first lap. I didn't make a single mistake like that after this. Like, but I made like every mistake I possibly could make at the beginning here. Like, I don't think I could have made more mistakes. Like, there's not really much more I could have messed up at the beginning.
For this, I think you just, like, at the beginning, just kind of, like, breathe, calm down a little bit, and then once you start getting away from other people, you kind of get in your groove, because, like, at the beginning, you kind of start, like, everyone does this. People. Yeah, once you stop seeing so many people, you kind of get a lot more relaxed.
I kept hitting this hop on these, I don't know why.
Yeah, they changed it. It was pissing me off, too. Apparently, that was a thing during, MCCR as well.
Yeah, and then I didn't know you could just water pull over to the left, so I never bothered, but...
Oh, you didn't watch MCCR. I was...
No, I didn't. I did not.
Nestor was doing that, and I learned from that. There's a nice little skip there. Ollie did a really good skip as well that I've never seen before.
I didn't even know this map was played in MCR.
Okay, it doesn't look like it was happening to you. Oh, no, it kind of happened there. My Elytra was going off, like, a full half second late. And it was...
I was really happy with how the boost pads and stuff worked for me. I feel like I made up so much ground on other people on the boost pads. Like, I just, like, I was like, what the hell's happening? Like, every time I get to the boost pads, I just would pass everybody.
That's... Like, dude, my boost pads weren't working correctly. It was...
Like, I just went up, like, 5-6 spaces right then, just from the boost pads.
Oh, your ping advantage. I'm mad at you now. Mine was so pain. Like, I'd jump on the boost pad, and then it would be like a normal jump until I hit the top of my jump, and then it would boost me up. That's how my boost pads were. It was the most infuriating thing. It's like, I'm in a tournament, let me go! Just play the stupid game!
Okay, here we go.
Oh, dude. Watching this is night and day to me playing it. Dream, watching you have no issues is making me pissed.
Yeah, I had issues, but I luckily, like I said, it's just the beginning. Like, the beginning, it just frustrates me so much because it's always like after Ace Race, I'm always just like, can I just have one good start? I think if you literally go and if you remove my first lap and you take everybody's second and third laps only for the last like couple Ace Races, I'd be curious. I want someone to do that. I'd be so curious. I just feel like maybe it's in my head. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everyone has, because everyone's around everybody has poor starts, and then.
That is the thing. It's genuinely, like, when there's more people around you, you start panicking a little more, and you think you gotta do better than you have to do. So you start, like, overdoing things or panicking or anything like that. So, like, normally I try to be calm during the beginning and just line up all my jumps, and then eventually I'll separate, and then I can start doing what I want to and making riskier jumps if I want to. Today yesterday I can do that.
I do want to see the stats. Like, I would love to see the stats of what it would look like if you, like, the last 3, ever since they did the new Tridents and the Collision, which I think they've done 3 maps. The last 3 maps.
Yeah.
What the placements would be if you remove the first lap and just count the second and third.
Illumina came in first in Ace Race. Who came in like second and third?
I don't know actually. Me and George were in second and third, and we both messed up at the same spot. Like right near the end. It was the waterfall. I don't know if we were in second and third, but we were like right there. Like right now we're third, and it's at the waterfall part. So, but
Tommy apparently got third. Nice. I didn't know that. Pete got second. George.
Yeah. So I know I'm in 5th, and George is in 2nd. And then he messed up the waterfall, and then
you messed up the
I
waterfall.
Messed up the waterfall. And then that's both of us just get past, and
there's 2 oranges right next to each other, and there's 2 aquas right next to each other. Orange and Mephs and George and Dream.
And then I screwed myself. I actually probably would have gotten higher, I realized as well. I tried the skip on this last one, but I didn't know like what it was, and so I messed it up.
You want to know something that I like that I think will help you a little bit? Watching, do you remember when Techno like beat us all by like 40 seconds?
Yeah.
Something he did during here made me realize it. You constantly keep trying to go kind of towards the front. It's riskier. If you go towards
the tridents.
Not the back, but the middle, so that you have more
Middle?
area
Okay.
to try and make it a little bit smoother, and it's also easier to go down and not bump, like hit a block.
Yeah, I watched the Techno thing. I sent it to my whole team, but
Can you make this jump? Oh, you can. Oh, that was scary.
so I do that fine, luckily. But then I try and follow them here, and I'm like, oh what? And then I don't know where to go. And I'm like, oh,
you did that so perfectly, Dream. You have to go to the right on that one.
I think I would have gotten like, I don't know. I'm guessing I would have gotten a bonus, ace race bonus, if I had not done that. I just didn't know where to go. I guess I should have. I just didn't even know that existed.
Patience
I
is a virtue.
MCC Rising, so. But it wasn't like, yeah, I guess I should have paid more attention and looked around, but like, as soon as I saw, yeah.
It's a
that's what I
tournament,
should've
so it's
done.
hard to do.
Yeah, I was just like, where do I go? I can't be sitting here standing still.
Yep.
So I jumped on the pad and then I was like, what the hell?
You and George 5th and 6th. That's really good for your team. How'd
Yeah,
Quackity
yeah.
and Sam do?
I think Quackity got 28th, I think. And I think Sam got 35th or 6th, 36.
35th or 36 is good for his first attempt at it.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think that some stuff threw him off, so.
I have to watch your Elytrain compared to my Elytrain. It's gonna hurt my soul. I think if there's decorations during the Christmas event, I'm probably gonna have to sit it out. Because I felt so
The
bad.
lag.
Yeah, like it was genuinely like I just couldn't do anything. It was like it got in my mind
34.
too, because I'm supposed to be like the high-ranking player on my team, but when I'm just bringing everyone else down, because of lag, I'm just ruining their event as well.
Yeah.
I hate
It no feels
how I
good.
just can't have a good start, 'cause, like, I
And
feel
now-
Are you PC or what do you think it is?
No, it was just the connection to the server.
for the first, like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
no.
How'd you do to get to the other side?
Oh, I popped off. I popped off to get to the other side.
Not in,
I feel like we had such a good game plan. The thing is, MCC. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I'm not gonna.
You
say
should
that.
say it. You could say it if you want to. I want to hear it.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
listening.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, but it'd be better if you say it.
I will say it. I will say it.
I-
MCC made a mistake by showing exactly what 6 maps they were going to be played, because I just sat there with my team and we spent like an hour reviewing VODs of those specific 6 maps, and me going, okay, you can go this way. This is the path you take here. You can go here on every one. And so I was like, we can just get every like flipping team bonus.
You are
Like,
such a sweat.
If we just go through, I was like, why would they show? I was like, it's kind of dumb. I was like, why would they show all the 6 maps they're gonna use? And so like we did that, and it worked really, really well. And our team got a lot of team bonuses. And then obviously I think I got my second highest get to the side, and I got my highest with points because of team bonuses, which is the highest ever, I think, in points for to get to the side. But
Wait, was that a new record?
we would have gotten first.
yeah, it's the highest.
Let's
points
go.
in to get to the side, gotten, which is awesome. But
You can do whatever you want on this one, but preferably go to the left or follow them.
yeah,
Which
don't
one is
have the
this?
flex decoration, but
I didn't time that good.
walls.
Oh, I don't like this one.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't see anything and fell in the.
I don't mind this one. I think it's
I'm over
Good.
it. I liked it like in the first like 5 times it was played.
I think we could just do a map very similar to it and then revamp it.
Yep. Oh, I like this strat. Oh,
The
George.
funny thing is, we reviewed this, like, we would have gotten the first team bonus on this one as well, but Quackity and Sam forgot. Like, they
Oh.
forgot, they were right there and no one was near them, but, like, they both jumped down. Like, Sam's right there, he could just jump, he could just go up the thing and just go,
Yeah.
but he goes down behind
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh my god.
Now we just got to pillar up and it sucks.
Yeah,
Is that both of you? Yeah, that's both of your teammates down there.
yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And I was like, oh, guys, you guys, like, we literally, talked, this was the last thing we talked about before we streamed. Like, before we went live, it was the very last thing we talked about was, here, okay, remember, on these maps, you know, follow me on these, do this on this one, blah, blah, blah. Like,
That's Sylvie. I was so confused on why Quackity wasn't punching. Sylvie's just sitting there.
That's what he said. Yeah, he said why. I don't get that. Why was she sitting there?
I don't know, but I was like, why is he just avoiding punching the NPC that's just holding still, but it's just Sylvie not punching anything?
Just remember everything I told you before, because you guys went on that path, you get first team bonus. Right there on the left. Don't play.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. We could have like we got so many points, but like we could have gotten more, for sure.
I did see this on the Reddit.
You're huge. You're huge.
You're telling George George. I think you got the record here, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I tied mine. Well, I think it was the people said it was 1 frame faster, but I think it's basically the same.
You're 1 frame faster than you used to be. Congratulations.
Well,
Like
last time I got
that
hit,
couldn't be
last time I
better.
didn't get hit, so.
George, last time we got
That actually couldn't
Yeah.
just be better, unless you got like
Yeah,
the boost
only way
like
it could've
George
been better was
got.
like George, the boost that George got. That's the only way it could have been better. Cause like no one could have even caught up and hit him. Like how are they gonna catch up and hit him unless he messes something up?
True.
Like in my case, Soundnap told me that he could have hit me off. I don't know if it's true, but that's what he told me. He said I could hit you off, but you didn't hit me off in one of the previous rounds, so I didn't hit you off. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I was actively avoiding hitting everybody off.
Dave is such an ass. Oh my god.
Yeah, he knocked Callum off like right at the last
Oh, that's so mean.
I'm here.
nice. First full team. Let's go.
second. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I said, George, you're huge. I finally said it. I think I mixed. I was trying to say that boost was huge and like, George, you're ahead or something like that. So it was like, George.
Oh, come on, guys. Orange are such a bunch of assholes.
It is funny to do that though. Like on this map, you can do like that's kind of funny. Like, I think you should do it if like your team has another person left. Like, they don't, but like, there's no reason. And then like, if you think it's not gonna affect you, you should just do it because then you might make them not finish at all. You know?
Yeah, but like, you should be doing it to the good players, like the high tier players that you can make tilt, or at least, like not like Shelby or Callum. Maybe
Sabnap
Callum.
did it to. Did you see the clip of Rambo raging after Sabnap did it to him?
No. Oh, I did see it. I did see it live. Rambo got killed twice, I'm pretty sure. I think I got Rambo first. I killed Rambo super early.
You didn't see the one of him saying he's gonna eat his children and stuff like that? Did you see that?
No.
Oh, you need to see that clip. You have to see that clip. That clip is so funny.
Wait, let me find it really quick.
I don't know where you can find it, but Sabnap just punches him off at the very end of that map, and then.
It's just got to be on Rambo's channel, right?
Yeah. It's just into the side on that map. It's so funny. I was dying laughter watching it after.
I'm actually excited.
There we go. Oh, the music's
What
like
place?
way too-
What team was Rambo on?
There we are.
They got third. Captain Sparkles, Wilbur.
Oh, the third place curse for Ron.
Captain
well-
Sparkles and Rambo. Yeah.
I literally
That's
went
right
right to
before
it.
Yeah.
The first thing I hear is
Well, now
Rambo.
you're
I
back.
will, or Sapnap. I will eat your.
Good karma, good karma. We like good karma.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, be nice. Don't
No,
no,
I can do this one
resist.
blind. I can't see.
I think Rambo was the only one I killed.
Oh my god, George just got boosted.
I hate this.
Cannot see.
I'm getting punched so many times.
Oh, I can.
That's so just not fun.
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
He killed Quackity.
Boost you, Fundy. You're welcome.
Can't see. I cannot see a soul.
Oh, let's go, fifth.
Huge, 6.
No, you've got to be kidding me. I was right there.
That was me.
Wilbur, you're good. Nobody's behind you.
All
Just
good,
keep
all
together.
good.
Keep it together.
All good.
No, just wait.
I think his little character is gonna make it so much better too.
That would have been first full.
He's literally punching people and he's asking people not to punch him.
It's okay. No, your fault. Careful. Mike.
Not the same spot.
I will eat your children, each and every single one that you ever have. I will eat it. I will eat it. I will actually fork and knife, medium rare, each single one of your children. They're all. I'm eating them. Jesus Christ! I actually will. I swear to God.
Nobody's near you. Nobody's near you. You're all good.
Nobody's on you.
near you.
Nobody's on you this time.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Surely not. That hit that was messed up, dude. That's fine.
Huh. There was a lot of frustration taken out there.
Yeah, obviously, because he's like just twice in a row. He's like about to get to the end, and then he gets knocked off.
I'm glad he saw Sapnap and not me. Ronbu, I was so mad I had to. I love just the spam of Sapnap, I will eat your children, with no context for the 9 other teams.
Yeah, and Sapnap saying, yeah, you had to because he was just pissed off. That game, yeah, it's so aggravating. That map is so aggravating.
It
like,
is. It's dumb.
I feel like I either get first or I get like last. Like,
yeah. Especially someone like you, Pete. If you guys fall the first time, if like the players that are towards the back are gonna see you, they're gonna target you. This one I couldn't do.
yeah, this one's I don't it's annoying because like they should just make it so only your thing affects you. Like, why do other people's rockets boost you? It just messes everything up. It makes it like so hard.
I think it just needs to be shorter.
Go to that.
Just make it shorter.
I
so
don't even think it needs to be shorter. I think way more people will finish if all the boosts
Oh,
are
yeah.
missing. Because it's like not only do you have to focus on your boost, you just focus on your boost and like other people's boosts that could potentially like screw you up.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my gosh, I got stuck down here.
I messed up there.
Oh my.
Not a big mess up though. You bounce back from it.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting blown around by everyone.
You're doing way better than I ever did.
I'm getting blown so hard right now.
Almost
That
got
was,
Ollie
like,
there.
a
You got
perfect-
7. That was
like
really
a
good.
perfect ending. I know. I had like basically the perfect ending there. Like I somehow did it in one boost. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So.
This is another, like, this specific map really favors the people that have done this before. Like, Sam would struggle so much with this unless he absolutely, like, studied it. And, like, I think it was Bad that had, I don't remember who he was talking to, but he said that to practice for
Like,
Ace
Sam's
Race.
right there, right? Like Sam's. Oh no, they both finished, but Sam's like just behind.
I mean,
Quackity finished with 1 second left. In 2 rounds, Quackity finished with 1 second left.
he's built differently. He knows how much time he has for BMing.
Like, there's one round, it's the Elytra one, where genuinely Quackity finishing with how little time he did left, like the final time he did it.
Oh, yeah, I remember
was
this.
was more impressive to me than like it would have been if he like did like basically a perfect run like off of spawn and got like 2nd or 3rd or something. Like I was like, how the hell? Like I just assumed he was, because he died with like 10 seconds left, and I just assumed like, oh, it's done. Like, you know, there's no way he gets to the end. And I was just like memeing him and saying he's bad at Elytra and stuff, and then he literally finishes, and I'm like, wait, what? You finished?
I can't build. Bomb is trying to punch me off.
Dream, I have to say, during these, we happen to have a big disadvantage compared to the Hermits.
I'm at the roof.
They have the
Why?
Elytras, we don't.
I'm on approach.
Was that
Oh.
Snifferfish?
It's true. But you can compete in the tournament on next Saturday for an Elytra. So.
Has that been announced? Well, now it has. Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
I've talked about it. I removed the part of the message that said don't talk about it because it's been announced. Well, it hasn't been like announced, but
Yeah, I
has
was like,
been
have you
talked
given
about.
like the
Everybody
details, or do we
knows.
just know it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a?
the details are everybody knows. Everybody knows everything about it basically.
Let's go. I'm excited. That's the 29th, so 5 days.
30th.
30th, which is 6
It's
days.
the day
So
after,
next Saturday.
It's the day after Mr. Beast's video and stuff. But.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I think I got top 10 in every to get to their side round. I'm pretty sure.
That's insane.
I don't think I've ever gotten that. I don't think I've ever done that before.
I don't think many people have done that before. Oh, Quackity.
I know. It was so like, oh god.
He's got 18 seconds? He does this with 18 seconds?
I know. That's what I literally just. I'm not even looking at him. I'm like memeing him for sucking and stuff. And I'm like, I literally, I'm so confused.
Oh my god, he did get it just in time.
Wait, what? Wait, how? Wait, what? Wait, what? How?
He made that.
That seems harder than finishing it like earlier. Like,
That seems way more difficult.
guys, remember this. Remember this one.
Quackity the god now at Elytraing.
Very important.
Doesn't know how.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's the most important.
Oh.
All the way left, guys.
This one I've gotten first in this one a couple times, like, and I could have this time, but they just made one change to the map that I wasn't anticipating, and it threw me off.
What was the
And
change?
it's right on the top of the slider. They added skeletons. They added that one skeleton, and he shot me off.
I didn't even know they were there. I just
Like,
completely
I still ended up
ignored them.
getting, like, because I know where to go, and a lot of people don't. Like, I still end up finishing, like, I don't know, like second or something, but like the skeleton shot me off before.
You did really good there, Jesus.
I know.
You did the.
I would have gotten first though. I would have gotten first. It's so annoying. It's aggravating.
The bit I want to see again was your
damn
piston, because
skeleton.
you just didn't even. Like, I sat there, I went on the pressure plate, waited for it to trigger, and then ran. You just were like, screw it, I'm gonna jump over this way to the right. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. You just can jump over the piston, if someone else pushes it, then
I'm right behind you, George.
you know.
Right behind you.
It's, oh well.
The skeletons have been there, guys, but there's one skeleton at the top of the ladder that they added. I'm pretty sure. Maybe they didn't.
I
add
know
it,
about
but
these skeletons. I didn't know.
I'm
Like,
not. I'm 99% sure that there's one skeleton at the middle of the top of the ladder that they just added. That wasn't there before.
yeah, I didn't even notice him. I think I went the other way. Maybe there was only one on that side.
It's the same ways, but it's just.
I can't see.
Yeah, there's one just right there, like right next to when. Obviously, he shot you. So,
Yeah.
Game, yeah.
We're only in
was that the final game? Yeah, it was.
30 behind third.
Yeah.
And then game 6 wasn't Sands of Time. It
Green,
was.
go get the spruce. George,
Oh! Do you want to watch it together?
I mean, yeah, we can. Yeah.
go get
Do-
the purple block.
Are you gonna come around to Build Mart now, Mr. Dream?
No, I'm not coming around to Build Mart.
Right.
I will forever think that Build Mart is a flawed game,
No, you don't. It's
but
on the floor.
I
We need to be ready to go. We need to run out.
I've accepted the fact that
Alright, I'm getting
you know I'm just gonna have to live with it. And
Wait, you choose to go
Hate
to
it.
the far end
Yep.
build instead of just the one in the middle?
we just go for the one that is the simplest, so we can complete it the quickest.
Oh, okay. I would have
Because
just.
we just want to get to the next build as soon as possible. That's the biggest thing. That's like the biggest thing. I think that's the biggest part of the strategy is just the first build. The simpler the first build is, the bigger an advantage we have.
Okay. I was thinking that the middle one will be quicker as time goes on because it's right there.
We need purple glass.
But you're probably right. Because you need the early
I messed
advantage
this up.
rather than later advantage.
Hang on, I'm getting it now.
Yeah, you need stairs.
Looks like I use the slabs, but like it doesn't really matter because no one's back yet anyway. So
We need like perfect communication, okay? Do not nobody go get crap that they can't get, okay?
Okay.
I realize as well as the orientation doesn't matter. Like that's kind of dumb, but like that's something I'm gonna abuse in the future. Like you don't need to place the orientation. I could just place the stairs down, like all around.
You don't need to place it like it has to be placed on there?
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have told you that. God damn it, HBomb.
Well, if you figured it out during this, I was probably gonna figure it out watching it right now, but
Well, no, I knew that. I have known that. I just never did it because every time I do it, my teammate will break it or something. They'll see it and they'll try and like fix it, and like so it slows down. So I've just never done it. But like you don't need to.
I need someone
that's
to
so
you can just-
bizarre.
2 blocks right here.
Like you can place it. You can just place things however you want as long as they're on the right block.
I keep seeing the little NPC on the left side of the room jumping, and I think that's one of your teammates just hanging out over there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not 100% sure for the stairs, which is the problem. But like I know, but you probably can. But I know for like trapdoors and everything, like you can have them open
Oh.
or closed. You can have them like on the sides. You can have like I don't know. You can place things in weird ways, and
Alright, what's
it doesn't
up? What do
matter.
you need? Assign me.
We need gold blocks, emerald
That's
blocks.
Like
interesting.
with the treasure one, you can just place like you don't need to like you can have them sticking out, jutting sideways on the treasure one, and it works.
Is it like the trapdoor could be in like any spot on the block, or is it just like on the?
Get emerald plackety. Or no,
It can be any
Like-
spot on the block.
Oh,
It just has to be on the
that's-
block.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of doesn't make sense. The trapdoors are weird because you could either place it at the bottom of like one of the blocks or the top of the blocks, and it's like the same exact
You
thing.
need 3 blocks
Yeah.
of emerald, George, and you
How much
need
spruce do I need?
4 blocks of gold.
How many
Dream,
jump
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dream, you're gonna need a lot of spruce. We're gonna need like probably like 12 spruce logs.
What? That's not that many. I already.
I don't think Sam knows what's a lot during Build Mart before this.
We're gonna need to turn all the spruce you have into trapdoor.
Yeah.
I want them to get a new gold build. I don't know why this is the gold build over and over again. I told you this at the beginning. Like, I expect every single MCC for this to be a new gold build, and it never is.
Like I made the mistake here of going one too far.
Yeah.
which slowed us down. But like I placed the trapdoors a lot more efficiently.
Yeah. Yeah, and then a whole back row, Dream. Yes.
Like, see, that doesn't matter. Like, you can just leave it like that.
Yeah, and someone on the team
But
is
then
gonna.
he fixes it, and it's like, then I fixed it, to be fair. But you can leave it like that. I know you can.
Yeah, that's gonna be something that's hard to explain to your team too. Oh, Dream, you have to know what's wrong with that.
I don't know. I'm an idiot.
There you go. That's it. That's it.
How does no one on the team realize what's wrong with it? This build has been in here 14 times.
I don't know. I don't know.
Guys, okay, it's one block. Guys, I placed it too far on this side. God.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't have to.
But that screwed us up. But then we still got that gold build second. We probably would have got it first though if we didn't like screw it up, you know.
Yeah. I think the last build screwed you up a little bit more. I think that one took a little bit longer. We got third there.
Yeah. Well, like we should have realistically gotten. We should have realistically finished that like 30 seconds or 45 seconds earlier. You know.
Yeah.
And again, that's my fault. I messed that up. Like, and that's not even. It's weird because like that's not even like. I don't know. Like, how can I get better at not doing that? I guess it's like I just have to tell myself to like focus more or something. Like I just messed it up. Like I just messed it up and I didn't see it. And I'm staring at it and looking at it and I just like can't do it. I don't know. And that's a lot of those problems are like that cost 45 seconds. That's like a huge amount of the time.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like, I don't think I do it, but I always do it at least once in MCC. So
There's a
like,
little sadistic side with me, Dream. I'm gonna be honest that I love seeing you struggle because of how well you do with everything else.
Yeah.
And I'm like, seeing Dream struggle is kind of a nice, refreshing change of pace.
Yeah.
Slabs again. You're making slabs, Dream? I need to make one more set of fences.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a team thing. So like, obviously, if I'm not recognizing, other people aren't recognizing it either. So it's not like just my fault. But it is like if I'm placing it, I'm the one looking at it, so I'm more likely to.
Yeah.
I'll get green and yellow concrete, right?
Green and yellow concrete.
Yeah.
green,
I don't think there's much you could do
and then we're gonna need a stone.
To get
to
better at
become
that,
better.
like,
Yeah.
at that. Like I think other than that, like in terms of like collecting the blocks and etc., I feel like I'm pretty good. The crafting I'm really good. The actual placing I've gotten pretty good at. I feel like now the only real thing is having a solid strategy and then not making the big mistakes, because that's a big mistake. Like that cost 45 seconds, and on this strategy, like mistakes are killer because like that, that's 45 seconds we didn't have to do this build. Like the next
Yeah.
build we did so quickly. That next build we could have done 45 seconds earlier because we did that, and then now like this one we're doing a lot later, and we could have done this one. We've been doing this one a lot earlier, and so it's like I don't know, that threw us off by a lot. It's like right now we're in fourth, and we should realistically just be getting better and better, like based on how this strategy works.
It's iron. I need
But like
2 pieces of iron. You need
I don't know,
five
we ended up
concrete, five.
slowing down, but
Give me the
I think it was mostly that 45-second gap that was the biggest thing, and then the thing at the end.
Yeah.
If we take away those two, we might even be like first, second, third. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'd love someone to calculate it out, but
two's enough.
In
But
my
yeah,
head, when you
that's
said
really hard
like
to
you're getting better at crafting and all that kind of stuff, because like me and you are both very good at crafting and knowing how to craft like random items in Minecraft. I want bingo back, dude. I really want to play bingo with like all the speedrunners in MCC now. I think it'll be so much more fun. I know you didn't like bingo, but
I was good
find
at bingo,
it.
but I just didn't like it because it's like so RNG. So in my mind, it's like
I didn't like the Nether one. Every other one I really enjoyed. I just like the fact that there's random items like a composter is like, oh, I know that takes 7 wood slabs.
like we're still in fourth right now.
Get white stained glass and concrete. Get white stained glass and concrete.
And then we
Yeah.
do this build, which even though we did it pretty quickly, and then I didn't realize, and I realized, oh, it's a hoe.
I was about to say, Dream, come on, Mr. Minecraft, use the hoe.
So now we're in fifth, but I think we got way too much of this. Like we could have gone back already, but like at the same time, it's not a huge deal. And there's two of us especially, but
Yeah. I did the same exact thing where I was elytraing into the ladder, and it was so frustrating.
I didn't even realize I did that.
Just like little things like that during the tournament that like are just like, please let me go, let me play video game, is beyond frustrating.
31 nether wart. 31 nether.
Yo, Fire Breath Man, thank you for the tier 1. Hey, dude.
Leave the corners, Dream. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
What is this?
Not all of it. Not all of it.
No, it's an N for Noxcra.
Give me the concrete. Give me the concrete. Give me it.
I was thinking it was like an H for helicopter. In my mind, I was like, oh yeah, it's a helicopter landing pad.
One more glass.
Alright, head out, head out, head out. Everyone head out.
Perfect.
So we did really good on that one, but then we got 8th on it because if we would have probably gotten, you know, 1st or 2nd or something, if
I'll get yellow glass.
we had
Alright, I'll get yellow
not gotten that 45-second pause, you know, because we had 1st on all
Yeah.
the builds before it. It's like, why would we not have gotten, you know, really high on it?
Dude,
If
look
not
at
for
the
45
points
second
on
pause.
Mustard. Holy crap.
I know.
You need to hurry, Quackity.
I need to see what they were doing. That was just so much superior to everyone else's.
Get Cobble.
Do you think it was
This is a huge build if we can get it.
Do you think it would have
Well,
been
Sarah
better?
was
Now, how much
talking to me after the game, after it, and was telling me he was roasting on Build Mart and being like, "It's so dumb. Like it takes no skill. Blah 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 blah. Whatever." He's like, "I know the strat now. I'm just gonna win Build Mart every time." Like blah 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 blah. It's like whatever. And he's like, literally, you know, the people that do good at it, they just have somebody go get wood, and like half the builds have so much wood, and so they just get the wood, and then they have wood for like all the builds. And it's like, oh wow, so skillful. I have all the wood now. That's paraphrasing, but that's like pretty much what he said.
I want to see
And
the
then-
whole debacle with the piston.
Oh, yeah.
My job
Yeah.
was being the go-getter of the stuff, and I did not grab enough wood. I think I'm better at building my own stuff than being the one that goes and gets everything for the 1-1-1 strat.
98%. Oh, we got 7th. Oh, look, look,
You
we
tied for 6.
Okay, that's way better than we could have done.
Yeah,
I think
tied for 6, but
Guys,
we could have done so much better. Like we're so close. Like even just to get up to 2nd, I mean to get up to 3rd, like we would just need, if we completed that build, we're in 3rd, 100%. And then
yeah.
like obviously there's still a big gap between us and 2nd and 1st, but like if we take away that 45 seconds, give us we probably get one more build, and we get the extra points for that last build that we got in 8th, and boom, I think we're right up there. Like that's
Yeah.
a huge difference.
Mistakes, like small mistakes that cost seconds, like sands of time when you die. It's not just like losing like 3 sand or something like that. It's like losing an entire player that 3 sand, making the sandkeeper go put 10 seconds of everyone's time into it. It feels like that. Like losing a player during sands of time is so important that it feels like if you mess up something big during build mart, it's like the same feeling.
Yeah, and when I do that at least once an event. I have one of those like brain farts where I did something wrong, completely wrong, and then it takes us 30 seconds to figure out what it is, or like I think the only time I didn't do that was last time, but then I did. I saw the build and called out, oh, what, we're out that quickly, we're out of builds, whatever. But then no one like corrected me until a minute later or whatever. But,
We
like,
don't doubt Dream.
I have one of those at least once every build mart. One where it's just like I don't know how to not do that. Like I just have a total brain fart.
Well, if you're having one brain fart at a tournament or an MCC, that's really good. Because like most people have like 10, one per freaking game.
Well, I mean, I usually I mean, I'm sure I do have like one per game, but I feel in build mart it's so much more punishing. Like I have the one, and then that just like I feel like it screws me, and then it also makes me feel like crap because I'm like, I totally threw that. Luckily, at the end with the whole debacle, the piston thing, that was like a bit of everyone's fault other than me. And so I'm like, okay, I messed up earlier. They got all messed up there. Like, Sam could have been, better with doing it. George could have crafted it. Quackity could have realized he had the cobblestone. It's like, all right.
Do you think you should have been the one calling out the items rather than Sam?
It is what it is, though.
Just because, like, Sam would be good at it, but because it's his first build mart, it might be a little bit more difficult for him.
That was actually the reason that I had him call it out, is because I thought he might not know where everything is, and et cetera, et cetera.
Fair. That could go either way.
I just thought, he doesn't know where everything is, but he knows what you need to craft everything. And so if he sees like a block, like a hopper, he'll know exactly what materials we need, and he'll know how much we need for stuff, and he can sit there and he can see the blocks and just see it.
Yeah.
So.
It's just a little harder for someone new to be able to process how much you need. So there's like a good part of that and a bad part. So I think like everyone would have their own struggles with that. I'd have trouble
I mean,
like realizing
I'll be
how much
honest.
we
I
need.
think after this build mart, I felt it's probably the best I've felt after build mart than any of the times I've ever played build mart, even the ones I won. But only because, again, I think it was because I made a huge mistake, but also like my team did as well, and I didn't feel like singled out, like I was holding my team back. You know, I was like, okay, you know, as a team, our strategy just didn't work as well as it could have. Right?
Yeah.
We didn't do collectively. We didn't do good.
And also,
We
you're
both-
all
all of us made big mistakes, and
yeah, and all 4 of you are
Yeah.
good friends, so it's not like
oh yeah,
like a lot of times like during things like that, if you're with someone you don't know too well, or like this is the first time you're talking to
Feels
them,
worse, yeah.
it feels like really bad. Yeah.
But I think it's dumb.
Thank you
like,
guys for 700,000 followers, by the way. Thank
I saw
you.
people on Reddit after like 701 build mart with like Scott being like, "Oh, see, like they did whatever." It's like, well, it's dumb that you could, if you can throw Scott, you know, you sometimes just like never won, then you throw Scott and just Scott on like a team of people who aren't good at build mart, and then all of a sudden they just like crush it at build mart, and it's like the exact same with like with me, with Scott and I teamed, and it was the same thing as well. It was like we didn't actually end up winning, but we got second place. It was like the best I've ever done in build mart, I'm pretty sure. But
Well, that's. I mean, like, you could say, like, that's not a good thing, but, like, if I'm teamed with someone that's good at PvP, like Fruit Berries, that makes me do better in PvP games. So having,
Well,
like,
yeah, but if
Scott be good at, like, certain games, or, like, me be good at certain games, like, one of them, I think that's really good for the whole MCC
I
as
think
a
it's
whole.
I think it's totally different though. Like I think that in most games, like I don't know, like if you have 3 people that have never won a PvP game,
Ollie, thank you for the 5
if you
gifted.
put them
Thank you,
with
thank
me,
you.
we're not gonna win any of the PvP games. We'll do better. They'll probably do
Yeah.
better than they've done before or something.
Well, the
but-
other thing, I also love the fan art you put on whenever it goes in between the thing. When you're with someone like you, Fruit, Illumina, anything like that, there's an aura and like a confidence boost that everyone gets. And that really helps the team, even if it doesn't feel like, you know, like you didn't perform to your best. Like, just being more confident makes you so much better at PvP. It actually does. Like, that's the only time I really, really feel it. Like, during survival games, we were in, like, last place by far. And I was just like, I want to kill people. And this was by far my best survival games. Even though I came, like, 10th. I got 5 kills. I tied with you and I think Illumina for most kills. I got 10th. And I was like, yeah, alright. I had, like, the best survival games just because I didn't have to worry about it. I just had to go kill things. But this was the MCC where kills were worth, like, nothing.
Yeah.
How'd you like the scoring, by the way?
I don't like the straw game scoring.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. I like the idea of it.
Me and Sam talked. I think that I feel like everyone before was like, oh, the scoring is bad, and it's like, yeah, it was bad, but then I feel like they've done 2 changes now, and they just totally did not address at all the reason it was bad. Like, it was bad because people didn't fight, but kills were worth a ridiculous amount, but then survival points were also worth a ridiculous amount. So, like, okay, the change they've done individual changes that are good. Like, I think doing the drops where you can break the coin things, that's good. Like, that's a cool feature. I like that. Encourage people to go there. I think they can make it better, like give it, you know, more time before it happens and so on and so forth. And that way more people can head over to different areas and or whatever. To be able to do it, but like I think that's a good feature. And then they also made it so that, you know, the points are based on, the survival points are not awarded based on like it's like the last person who dies on your team, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't encourage fighting. That encourages, if you're the last person, like hiding, right? They think, oh, it encourages people because like then you're less afraid to die. It does a little bit, but I think that doesn't accomplish what they want. And then they like totally nerfed kills. And then adding the 200 loot box thing, like I had 5 kills and I was barely top 10 in the thing, and I survived to the final 5 teams. I survived to the top half, had the most kills, like tied with you and
I think it was Illumina.
Illumina for the most kills, and I barely even got top 10.
Yeah,
but
it feels off a little bit. I like the idea of them trying to make like areas to fight, like with the loot drops or whatever. But with how much that kills were nerfed, I didn't realize it before we started playing it. I would have played it much differently, just to try and get points, because our goal was to get 9th, rather than, like, win. so we needed points. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just something doesn't feel right about survival games, and I don't know what's best for it. It was the same like feeling that I had with grid runners before the scoring change was there.
The scoring's just very off.
I like that they're playing around with it though. Like even if it feels off right now, they're actively like
I feel
trying
like
to figure it out.
I feel like they might get it next time they do something. I think what would probably solve it is double kill points from what they are right now. Revert back to the survival points, but just nerf them. Like I don't understand why we had to change the whole system instead of just nerfing the survival points.
Oh, finally, Dream. Jesus Christ. I was sitting here, like, the torches in the offhand. Just.
Oh yeah.
Just
I should have done that earlier.
I was sitting there, like, I was trying not to be like, oh my god, just light up the stupid spawner, would you? I'm gonna sit here, Dream. I want you to get punished whenever you do that. I want the silverfish to break your crafting thing so bad.
It was the red, and George was supposed to be in there, so.
Oh, I didn't even see the wall.
Telling him.
Did George do like the puzzle with the they got the red key?
Yeah.
That was good. Like watching you. Oh god. This I was afraid of.
I was afraid too, but.
God, you have big cojones.
Well, it was
Dream.
The beginning. I didn't have that many coins. Like it was the beginning, and I had a health pot. Like I was pretty confident that I wasn't gonna die, but.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I have 2 hearts.
Dream, I want to see you get punished so bad.
Well,
I really do. How'd you guys end up finishing
so
here?
far in any sense of time for it? So.
There's a lava parkour here.
It's unfortunate you're better than everyone else.
I drop all
Like-
the swordfish down though. That's annoying. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, it doesn't look like you have anywhere else to go here, to be honest, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I do.
You have no sand, and we're at 90 seconds? You need me to come back?
And the blaze were annoying. I had to end up killing them, which frustrated me because like they weren't like other mobs where I can just leave because they shoot you from far away.
Yeah, that's the
I
issue
just
with
leave
just leaving things
zombies and
behind.
silverfish. Like I don't know.
Are we fine?
Unless I absolutely have to, I don't kill mobs. But like so, any mob that shoots, I kill because then it can like mess with me even when I'm far away.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't shoot, then I can control it.
This area, I think you have to kill the mobs. Like when it's like
If
one,
you're in a 1x1,
Do I need to go
it's
Yeah, go back.
much better to do it.
I will. I have 8 sand.
I don't think I ever got to explore this area because
Why can't you just right-click Dream? It really
There's
isn't
no
that
point.
hard. It's just right-clicking. You can break and right-click. You can do both, but you ensure that more don't spawn. Dream, just make me happy. You're gonna do it here, right?
I'm coming.
Oh, you did. Good. I'm so proud of you.
I do it when it's smart too, and sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
It is. There's no like scenario where there's a spawner that it's dumb to light it up when you have torches in your offhand.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's dumb, but I think that there's if I can just circle around it, it does technically take time. Like yeah, so I'm being ultra efficient, then
Okay, just keep looking for the wall thing.
it doesn't take much time, but it does technically take time. And I don't know. I just don't care enough. Like, it's never really screwed me. And if it does, then I just place a torch and then I'm fine. Like, I don't know. I just use them whenever I feel like I have to.
I just want you to right-click Dream. Just can you just do that for me?
I will do my best. HBomb.
Thank you. That's all I ask for. Set a good example for the other MCCers out
I made-
there.
I said earlier that I made a bad decision. I made 2 bad decisions, and one of them was the grid runners change, and then the second one was having Quackity be Sandkeeper. See, like Quackity's played Sandkeeper a bunch, and last time we teamed, it was his first time. He wasn't Sandkeeper. So this time we talked about it before, and it was me, him, and Sam. And I was just thinking, I know, like, it is a stressful job. Like, it's stressful.
Oh yeah.
like doing Sandkeeper, and I was like, I don't, you know, it's Sam's first time. I'm pretty, you know, he's good with mobs. He plays survival a lot. He's pretty good at parkour. So I was just like, it'd probably be better to have him be a runner and have Quackity be the Sandkeeper. But I think Quackity gets stressed out by it too much. I don't know, but that's what he was saying even before the event. He expressed that concern, and then I was like, I think you got it. But I said if you insist on it, you know, you can be. I'm perfectly fine. I think you guys would both be really good at it. I just think because Sam's new, and then Quackity just said, yeah, you know.
It's one of those things where whenever
yeah, getting stressed and.
Yeah. Whenever I know that someone's stressed out, like Nikki was very stressed out during MCC 12 when she was Sandkeeper for the first time. I just kept talking to her. So like the entire time, I just kept like speaking to her, like, how's it going? How you feeling? Like, how much sand do we have now? Any details? And
well, that's what I was doing. It's just the problem was there was so much sand, and I kept hearing the timer go doom, like it was getting kind of low, and I was getting so scared, and I'm like deep in the tunnel, and so I come back because I'm getting worried, and I'm like, oh god, and then I kept insisting. I was like Quackity, are we like there's sand around? I promise you, there's sand around. Like there's like 30, there's like minimum like 25 sand or something around.
I actually think this MCC there was the least amount of sand like ever. There like every team was struggling other than like.
But he tells me there's no sand. I come back and then you see all the sand I just collected in the last like minute. That's all sand. I'm like, oh my god, there's like a full room of sand.
I think that's a common thing where Sandkeepers think they have to stay in the dead middle. I was telling Nikki, like, next time, like, I was on a call with her afterwards, next time just dip your nose into, like, every single room that you pass by. If someone's been down there, you don't have to worry about it. Something that I asked Nikki to do at the beginning, unfortunately, I went down, like, I told her I was going underneath the portal area where there was a lava parkour jump, like, right at the beginning. I wanted her to follow me in there, grabbing any sand, so I was able to go a lot faster. Because obviously the sand timer doesn't start immediately, so she's got some more time. So she could get easy sand, come back, clean it up, so I could keep going further and further in without having to come back. There's small details like that can help the Sandkeeper a lot. The goal of it is to make the runners come back the least amount of time as possible.
Oh yeah.
So like
we had a really good strategy. Other than that, I really think it would have just been. I think if we switched Sam and Quackity for those roles, then it would have been better. Because I think Quackity enjoys a challenge, you know.
Yeah.
Like where everyone would expect, oh, Quackity's gonna be the Sandkeeper, but it's like I think he likes that challenge of like, hell no, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna kick ass and go in the tunnels and get as much sand and gold as I can and whatever. And I think he's smart. So I think we should have swapped that. I think my reasoning for when I suggested it originally was sound. But,
it wasn't a wrong answer. It was just you can't really know until like afterwards and see how they perform. Sands of Time is a very special. It's so stressful.
It's so stressful that like obviously I'm sitting there stressed, and then he's saying there's no sand, and then I'm of course in reality I probably should sit there and be more helpful than I was, but like I don't know what to describe other than, you know, just get more sand. There's more sand around spawn, Quackity. Just get more. And so it's like I was like annoyed, but it's just because of the fact that there's so much stress going on, and I know like, oh my god, like if this happens, I'd feel. And I think it is part of it as well as like not wanting to put that much pressure on somebody like Quackity. Let's say like, Quackity, you need to find sand, otherwise everyone just dies, and then now Quackity's blamed for that or something by everybody. Like I don't like that, and so that's why I instantly was like, all right, I'm getting out of this tunnel. I'm sacrificing that. I'm just getting back. I'm gonna help Quackity and make sure that everything's good, and then
that's good. That was smart of you.
It's
I relate the Sandkeeper. Like a lot of people think it's like a boring job or whatever. I think it's the most important job, like in MCC as a whole. It is literally the hockey goalie of MCC. It like the quarterback, the hockey goalie. If one player in Sands of Time, the Sandkeeper, messes up, like has a misstep or anything like that, it costs your entire team. Like you're just out of the tournament at that point. Like that's how important that is. So keeping up their morale and making sure that they're safe is the most important thing.
Yeah, I agree.
So like I love watching Connor's POV of when it was his first time playing, like with Tommy Fundy or whatever, because that just shows like you have to be prepared for it. Like he doesn't know the meta, like he doesn't understand that there's 30 seconds left and how long it takes for them to come back. So it's hard to explain how important it is. Like
I will say, I feel like I've gotten really, really good at determining. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten very good at determining how far in tunnels I am, how much time it's going to take me to get out, and the same for my teammates. Like based on the fact that, you know, based on watching their VODs beforehand and looking at how deep they look to be and et cetera, and factoring in they might get a little lost and so on and so forth. Like I feel like I've gotten really, really good at that, and so I instantly know, like, okay, but it puts me under some pressure because sometimes I'll be thinking, based on like, oh, if you can't find sand, I can't, you know, if you're telling me there's a minute, there's 60 seconds left, and I'm in my head going, oh my god, you know, based on my my thoughts, I only have it'll take me 70 seconds to get back to the portal or whatever. But then in reality, there should be 10 more pieces of sand around. But like, so then it makes me stressed out, like, oh my god, this isn't how this should be going. This needs to be going better.
Yeah, something like there was like not that much sand. I don't know. I'm assuming that Nox Crew did that on purpose because like we're getting better and better at sands of time. So less and less sand seems like it's necessary because we'll be grabbing more and more as we go. I'd much prefer them keeping a bunch of sand around.
Gold.
Less gold, yeah, exactly. Less gold, more sand.
I don't think they need to do that though. Like we are getting better, but like at the same time, I don't know. I don't think we're getting like exponentially better where we're getting the amount of coins that everyone's getting is so much higher.
Yeah. I like this one I think was just I think we all just struggled for sand. I don't know why. The only person like Puns came back from a tunnel with like 16 sand, which blew my mind because I don't think my entire team like saw that much that we're going down tunnels. That was like the only person that I saw that like went down a tunnel and got a bunch of them. So maybe like all the sand was focused in one tunnel or something weird like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just kind of assumed that they decided that like, yeah,
I have another strategy for my next one that I want to try, so.
Can you tell me?
We'll see. No, I can't tell you.
Woo.
Why not?
I can tell you. I can give away my strategies. Maybe we'll be on a team. We see. We could team now, right? H, you've been on a, you know, you've had a couple struggles, right?
Yeah, I got 21st and 25th. Let me be with the S tiers again, please. Give me back my fruit berries. Give me Dweem for the first time. Give me Pizza Hut. Come on. Give me the teams I was having back in like MCC 6 through MCC 9, please.
Oh my gosh, this is a dangerous place that I'm at.
Be careful. Here, Quacker, I'm dropping it down. I'm dropping down
We both get
Oh, why don't you use the axe?
so much sand up here, Quackity.
Did I have an axe?
Yeah. Oh, did you just not know about it?
No, I probably didn't realize. Maybe I did and just. I probably didn't realize. But I would have wanted to probably primarily use the sword anyway. But.
You like the sword more than the axe?
Well, in most situations, like, because the only mobs I kill are the ones that are, like, I don't kill the silver. I guess maybe I would prefer the axe. I don't know. I think I didn't realize I had it.
Yeah, I just find it more consistent, so I always get surprised whenever I see, like, the axe crits just feel like they do so much more damage and are quicker.
I'm bringing the green key.
Thank you for grabbing that. You passed it the first time, I'm like, please go back and get it.
With the sand?
Yeah. Because I knew.
Well, I just was assuming. In previous MCs, I just assumed, oh, Sandkeeper will grab the sand, like it's right here. But
I have rusty keys. George, I'm coming to you.
I think a lot of the people also get kind of turned around in this room. With all the watching that me and you have done, so I know exactly like which rooms are which at this point now. Like I always know where the emerald keys are, or the emerald vault's gonna be. It's on the far right from the portal. It's harder for other people, so they kind of get turned around and they think they've been other areas and they haven't been.
Yeah.
This MCC, I tried lining it up. I think my strategy was a good idea. Let me go right here. So from the portal room, I had Green go to this tunnel that's like right in front of him, like all the way down there. I had Gem go to the same tunnel on the right side over here. And then I went underneath the portal. And then I wanted them going like to the tunnels to their left and right that's closest to them so that we wouldn't overlap each other. I think something like setting that up was necessary. Did you guys talk about that at all or no?
Not really. I mean, we just talked about just using the carpets, basically. Mark where you're going, but other than that, not really. But we did, but everyone had predetermined paths, so we weren't know what he was going to get.
Oh, I didn't hear Sam. This is where Sam...
You just had the glitch, yeah.
I just lagged out and then I lost everything. I have nothing.
That's such a weird disconnection too.
I lagged out.
Because it was like immediate. Like I've never seen that
It was
before.
right after you got the vault.
Is that like a glitch in the game, or was that just like a lag spike for Sam?
Well, he didn't lag, so it was just a glitch in the game. But
Logged back in, I
don't
have
know what it
nothing.
was.
I'm
It's
stuck
like
in
the
the thing like
disconnect
I'm
that you
dead.
got, the not what that you got, but Pete got or whatever for grid runners.
What?
It's like that. It was just like the instantaneous like,
Oh.
doom, like
I
just
have nothing. I
disconnect.
was in the blue vault.
Oh,
I'm
that
going back.
hurts.
You were in the blue vault.
Yeah.
No, not in the
He kept
vault.
his
I
coin. It was
in
weird.
the
His
blue, like,
coins were
tunnel,
on
but,
him.
I
Like he
wasn't
he
in the
kept his
vault.
coins, but his items weren't. And he had like the blue vault key. I mean
That's
the emerald vault key. And I was afraid he was gonna disconnect again. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna run and get his stuff. Like
Wait,
get so that he doesn't get another vault. But
That's so confusing. I thought he just dropped everything, including his coins. So like, if someone
he
disconnects
dropped
during,
everything, but he kept his coins, except for he got a 20% tax. Like he
Wait, I think. I
like
just
lost.
sorted.
It was as if he picked them up again.
Just go
you know?
somewhere else. Then.
oh, that's
It doesn't-
weird.
it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I'm
It
going.
probably
Just
did.
go
So probably
somewhere
what
else.
happened is they do drop your coins,
Go somewhere else.
and then he logged in, and then
Oh, that's
like
so
he was still
stupid.
there, and he picked him up, and then it teleported him away to like the dead area or something.
But would he only pick up the coins?
It's fine. It's fine. There's just
That's
a
true.
path.
I don't know.
Just move on. Move
I
on.
don't know then. He kept them though, but
That's just weird. Oh, I'm assuming that was his stuff.
yeah.
His coins are gone.
Yeah. Okay. That's so stupid.
Wait, do you have your coins in your thing? Sam?
No, I have
Does
nothing.
it say
I have
your
nothing.
coins? What does it say next to your
Yeah,
coins?
I, have 600, I only have 600 coins, but I had way more. I got the entire blue vault.
Wait, no, there's no way you have. You kept your coins then.
Okay, well I kept my coins, but I lost green key and
I
health
have-
pot
I
and
have-
apple.
Oh, I think they said it. Actually, I think they said it was purposeful
it.
because they
No, it's already dropped on the ground.
Okay, good.
they wanted just so that if you disconnect, you weren't able to get back, your teammates could get your items.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And your
But
team already, like, you lose the coins because you're not able to bank them. But
I don't have any sand.
yeah, like I understand it,
Oh,
but I don't
have
understand the
got
fact that
it.
he got it back and it just didn't drop like where his stuff is.
I'm just dropping
Because there's no like
I don't like the noises. That
there's like no correct way of doing it, right? Because like if someone disconnects and doesn't come back on, if they don't drop everything,
See where I'm at? I'm
because
right
like technically that can be abused. Like the way they currently have it can be abused more. Like imagine you're locked. You have no idea. You're not gonna get back out in time, and you can basically do the Sphinx. Like you just log out, log back in, and then you got 20% tax. But you're at
oh,
spawn.
you're right. Yeah, and then they could just do one.
So everybody, or Fundy.
Don't get funny ideas.
Do it, Fundy. Do it. What are they gonna do? Double ban you? Come on.
That was a tester thing. They used to, like, before the 20% tax was actually a thing, the testers would drown themselves right there so that everyone can just come back, or the Sandkeeper can just pick up all their coins and lose nothing, and then they would just go risk some hard jumps.
I think the tax is good.
Yeah, there's no absolute correct way of doing it, unfortunately, because there's different scenarios when people lag out or disconnect.
Ravengers, but there's also 4 rooms with a lot of
Yeah.
I guess that, like, the best, like, to avoid that, there's gotta be, like, some sort of timer.
Okay.
I love the torch, by the way, Dream. You absolutely nailed that. You king. I can't believe you just... Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. Oh, A+. Thank you for using a torch, finally.
Honestly,
Well, I needed to in that situation. There was a creeper and I wasn't gonna be able to break it in time.
God, I love that you can spot that. That's fantastic. You could do that for every spawner. It's really... It's really just like a quarter of a second or not even that. Look at that. Look, it's like a little present for you. It's a little cupcake for your birthday. You come back and you just get to mine it on your way home. Huh. It's beautiful.
what the heck? Somebody just hit me through the
But like they could make it so that if you disconnect for like less than 30 seconds, you get to keep everything. And 30 seconds might be too much. You can keep everything and you just come back to where you were. But like
I don't know if you saw my suggestion I put in the thing was they just do what they do in like the other games. You just drop an NPC whenever someone logs out, and then if that NPC dies, then they die.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
But if the NPC lives, then if they log back in, then they live. And so you can't be abused. If you log out in lava, then the NPC will just die in lava. If you log out in some like abusive way, then it'll be fine.
true.
And then like
Bump your head, Dream.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna do these rooms.
Oh my God, you did the same thing as Gem. God dang it, Dream.
5 months pog.
That's how Gem died on our team. The same exact jump. You jump up here, and then for some reason you come back this way and then do this jump instead of just walking over here.
oh, I didn't even know you could.
I'm here. What are we gonna do?
Like it was an easy enough jump.
Hello,
Like,
Vault Hunters today.
Don't tell
jumping
Gem
down
that.
the block is- oh wait, oh she fell.
Twice.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, but you can literally just go at the other end. That's
Yeah,
why.
if you jump to the side, it's not a hard jump. Like jumping across is a decently hard jump. But then here I was like, screw this. I saw Callum die on this one time.
Everyone
on the
does
left
what you
here.
just did. Everyone
But
thinks.
yeah, but
that-
I saw the cracked blocks. But then I was
Yeah.
like, I realized like, this is where I remember TPK going back there and dying one time. And didn't know how to get back up. And I was like, I'm not going back there.
I was mad at CPK for that.
I don't know.
I wasn't on his team, but I was watching it. I'm like, you're so greedy.
Well, I didn't even read it.
Because like this team was telling him he's
It
got
was
30
greedy, yeah.
seconds left, and he just keeps going and getting lost.
40 seconds.
See, I like this. You saved it till the very end.
Get out, guys.
I was telling Nikki that just focus on getting sand, and for the dispensers, just at the very end, we'll all be sitting around spawn, like telling everyone to get back. That's when we can start flickering the dispensers.
What was a creeper?
That noise is terrifying.
Putting one sand in.
I'm heading to you, Dream.
Go, no, Sam. It's over here. It's by the portal. Do not head to me. Do not head to me.
I was just following you.
Why are you following me? Just go through. Go through.
He sounds so
Yeah, but
innocent.
still, what if I didn't
Yeah, he's like, I just wanted to follow you. I was like, no, get to the fucking portal. What do you mean?
I just want to be your friend, Dream. Come on.
I was like, what if I didn't get out? Then we would have been like double screwed. Like,
Oh, you guys got fourth still.
And it was like you got
yeah, I mean, we did. That's why I'm saying we probably would have gotten first if we didn't have too many problems. But
1% on this.
Yeah, because that was... He only lost 20% on coins, but the whole thing of, like, that was one sand to get him out, and then you had to go get his stuff, and then he had to find a new tunnel to do it. That ends up costing a lot of...
Yeah. And then on top, tons of time. And then I had to go down that tunnel to grab his stuff. And then on top of that, and then we had to go back to help Quackity find all the sand because he couldn't find that. So it was like there was just a lot of time that we wasted as a team.
Well, that's a
Like,
part
we
of
could've
Sands
been
of
a little
Time,
more
too.
efficient. Yeah, exactly. And that's why we got, fourth. I mean, we got 3 vaults. So
I've been bringing up the idea that I think we need more Sands of Time, that I'm really pushing for Gravels of Space, where it's like spaceship theme and it's gravel instead. Can you start vouching that for me, please?
I think another game like Santa Time would be cool.
It doesn't
I
have to
think
be
Sands of
like, it
Time-
could just be the same thing. Like, just different.
I think survival
retextured.
games could be changed to be more Sands of Timey, like where there's like
Mhm.
more of like a, I don't know, like I think Sands of Time is like accomplishes what survival games should want to accomplish, and that it's like super intense, except for without the PvP. It's super intense and it's super whatever. Like I think they could do something really cool with SG that makes it unique. Like survival games have been done 1 billion times since like 2010.
Yeah.
That was like
But
one of
that's the
first
other
things I ever
reason-
played in Minecraft. Like,
But like that's the other reason why I think they want to keep it like kind of the thing.
Well,
Because
yeah.
survival games is a big part of Minecraft culture, right? Like that was one of the big things that got everyone into Minecraft.
Hi,
You
can
Bob.
still
Hope
make
you
it-
are doing
Royale.
well.
you
Today
can
is
still
my
make it like
birthday.
survival games, but it's also something. So there's some epic twist to it. Like I don't know. Like this is like just totally a dumb idea, and like I'm not suggesting this, but like imagine survival games, but like
Space of Time.
there's like a timer in the middle that there's a timer, and every time somebody dies, it adds a minute on. But if nobody dies in that minute, then it just ends, and whoever's ahead at that time wins or whatever. Like, and then that's like totally stupid. I just randomly thought of that, but I'm just imagine how intense that would be. Like you're just flipping, everyone's chasing. Like we gotta kill somebody now. Like we don't have enough flipping time. I don't know. Like and that's dumb, and obviously that's just I'm sure that if you sit there and think about it for hours, you'd be able to come up with something that's creative and also like intense and has those vibes, you know?
With games like that, you could write the next Squid Games if you're looking for a new job by any chance, because that sounds like...
I feel like
I want to see you targeting my team at the beginning here, Dream. I want to see what you were saying. I love the black bars on the back of my skin.
I immediately
we just
Oh yeah, we dunked you, by the way.
I hate you. I hate you. I was like, why did they dunk us? We're in 4th.
Well, it was because we didn't want parkour tag, and we knew that was your
is
game.
So stupid.
Well,
That's so
what do
dumb.
you want from us? If we don't want a game,
You guys would have done better at parkour tag than survival games.
No, we actually wouldn't have.
How? How would you not?
That's
have?
our weakest game by far. I am.
Really?
If I'm the best at parkour tag, we have an issue. I am so bad at that game. Like Parkour Warrior, I was able to like take my time and figure out the jumps. Parkour tag, I have no time to think. I'm too old at this point. I have to be quick-witted, and that's not for me.
they're all empty.
Did you take? Oh, you did take that. You have the hotbar that I was supposed to have. You went for the bottom middle. Oh, you ass. Oh, it was in my hotbar. Now I'm like, I'm ready to kill everyone.
No, I actually got it. I didn't even think about the fact that I could have not had it. You know.
I have no weapon.
Guys, are you by me?
I'm here, Jim.
Yeah.
I have no weapon though.
Literally stalking
let's
us.
be careful. Let's be careful.
It's an
be
empty bow.
Well, yeah, and I was like, I kept trying to kill him before the time.
Kill him. I know.
You're gonna have to do it. I have no weapon.
I'm with you, Dream. I'm with you. Oh god.
Oh, gem.
Look out.
I know that saved you guys. If that doesn't happen, you guys are dead. I promise you.
Well, George should have been dead. I was trying to kill George here, but my entire team.
Like, if that potion didn't ever happen, like 100%, I feel like your team gets cleaned, right? Like swiped right off the floor. That was perfect. Like that literally saved you guys.
Wait,
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
And I would have engaged here. Like I would have pushed here if I had full health, but I didn't have full health and I didn't have regen.
Well, at this point, I got a weapon.
If they had weapons,
He stopped. We need to get a weapon for me and Quackity.
I didn't actually know you were still following us there. I thought it was just George being too aggressive.
Easily take them if I actually had a weapon. Quackity actually had a weapon.
I was ready to murder Dream.
got an
I
axe.
wanted you to fight us. I want you to know that. I was pissed at this
We
point.
didn't want to fight now. We didn't want to fight you now, but
Well, there's really no point anymore. That's.
yeah.
I didn't know how low the kills were, but next
And now, if we're going
MCC.
back, I would not have challenged you guys at all. It was just way too risky for no reason.
Yeah.
If the kills were back up, then totally. You guys were weak, and we had armor right and weapons right off of spawn. Like,
Yeah. I don't know how I'd want the scoring done, but it still just needs to be tweaked. Survival games is a very hard game to get the scoring down correct, and it shows.
Okay.
Let's look. There's flags over here.
Did you go for any of the beacons?
Okay, so there's these chests. Oh, there's chests over here.
we like started to go there. It just seemed so far from us every time. So we like started to go for them, and we'd see loot, and then we'd like stop to get it. And like I didn't understand like how long you had to loot them. Was it just like were they just on the ground and you had to go get them right away?
Yeah, they're on the
Because, like-
ground, and then I don't know if they disappear, but it takes 8 seconds to mine, which is a
I was
lot.
just thinking like they should have it so that I don't know, like they're it like gives you more of a time, like in 1 minute it'll spawn in this in like this location where the beacon is, and then like it's not there for a minute, so you have a minute to get there or whatever.
I think it's closer.
I just feel like we just we would just give up. Like there was multiple times we went to go get to it, and it's like wow, it's just totally luck based depending on where you were on the map. And then it's like we were just nowhere, we were literally nowhere near them, and it's like we were trying to stay close to spawn, so we're on like the other side of spawn, and they were never near us.
Yeah, I don't think I saw a single beacon. I wasn't like reading the like I never read the chat during survival games.
I don't read the chat either. I was looking for beacons though.
There was one, but yeah, there was one like on the other side of spawn, which is obviously too far for you. That if you go for that, you're probably going to be too late to get there regardless.
Yeah, that's what we did. I was like, we're not gonna waste time running all the way over there. Whenever
Yeah.
we probably won't even get it.
There you go.
We need coins. We need to kill people.
We need coins
We
badly.
need an airdrop. Oh look, there's an airdrop.
must
Go to the
engage.
airdrop. Go to the airdrop.
Let's go.
I don't know
Mustard
if
got
it's-
2
oh, look,
crates
there's people over- there's
apparently.
people over here. I don't know who it is, but there's people. There's
We
people.
got kind of
There's
sandwiched.
like one guy.
We killed all of Fuchsia. We lost Nikki and killed all 4 of them.
There's a team to the right
Well,
side.
you didn't kill Future, 'cause that's us. You
Oh,
killed
not Fuchsia. What's the other purple team?
They don't know we're here,
do
so
it.
just be quiet.
Purple.
Yeah, guys, don't make a noise.
Is it just? I think you're right. I think it is just literally purple. We killed that team. We finished off
Oh,
this
Violet,
team.
Violet.
That's
Okay.
it. We killed the entire Violet team,
Fluorescent's really low.
and then
Nice.
we went hunting.
Yeah.
We found Blue. Finished them off. I think you left Pete and 5 up.
Take this.
I killed both of
Where
them.
are you?
We then picked off Shelby from Yellow,
On our left, yellow's
and then we
yellow's
got
to our left,
sandwiched
yellow's to our
by
left.
Sapnap's
We're gonna get rid
team
of it.
and someone else, and we just have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
This was a very aggressive survival games.
Are you guys behind me still?
Yeah.
Because we're nowhere near you, and
wasn't
we're
worth it.
yeah.
Guys, come up.
Like this is the survival games where we shouldn't have been so aggressive, but everyone was, except for was Cyan or whatever team Wilbur was on that got the crates.
Well, I think it's once like one team decides to be aggressive, then it's pretty much every team has to be. Because like unless a team just gets cleaned, then there's like half teams. And when you see a half team, you'll take on that team, and then you might lose a member. And then now there's no team that sees you, and it's a 3v4, and then you might win that, and then it's now you be the team of 4. And so it's like once there's one team that doesn't have a fight that has once there's one team that fights, and like we tried to fight you guys right off the bat, and then I guess you guys, I think you were first, you guys like broke first blood after that.
Yeah.
Like fighting a team, like, and then after we saw that, we were just like, all right, people are killing people, like we just need to start killing people, and then we ran into teams that are just like partial. Like, what is this team? Like, if this was 4 people, we wouldn't be chasing them.
Well, I think you killed Tommy. So I don't know if this was a full team or not.
It wasn't. It wasn't though. They weren't. They definitely wasn't a full team, and they were like low and stuff. And so it's like, you know, there's like this crippled team. We're gonna take them on for sure.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I love how Wisp stops to open a chest while being chased by all of you.
He was probably hoping there was food. I'm guessing he needed food.
Oh yeah, looks like
so
it.
He just ate cake. Yeah.
Oh shit, they're shooting.
I don't know. This was one of my favorite SGs, not just because I did good, but because how much aggression there was. Like, it wasn't dragged out till the very end.
Yeah. I like this SG a lot. I didn't like the scoring at all.
Yeah.
I liked how the SG went. I thought it felt very good, like in terms of whatever. But it wasn't because of not because of the scoring that did it.
Yeah. It was because of how we played.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a way to keep making that happen. Where like we're all aggressive, because normally
if the kills are buffed back again and the survival points are left how they are because they're not that OP, and then you also leave these loot boxes and then make it so that there's like more of an announcement for them that everyone like sees, and just make it so maybe it's like dead in the middle or something, like it's not.
This is the best PvP team, guys.
I think there's gotta be less loot boxes. There's like 5, isn't there? It's like 5 of those crates. It's gotta be like 1 or 2 that are worth like a lot more, and then that'll give more room for the kills to be buffed.
Kind of like a King of the Hill style, you know?
Yeah.
Like you want to go and fight for it, like.
I double instant damage them all. I got a big group of them.
Yeah, we just took out blue banshees there. God, there was fights everywhere. The only team that's like not getting in fights is the one that's getting the crates.
Yeah, and this is just the best team. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, I was able to crit one of them early, so it was good there. But
yeah, that's Dave and Tapple. That's a rough one.
yeah, like we're not gonna beat their team, almost no matter what. Even if we were equal gear, we're not gonna beat. That's like a OP PvP team.
Yeah.
That's just that PvP. That team's like a crack.
That's the best team that we ran.
Hey, you're repeating yourself now.
Green's out. I mean,
I am.
Green's out.
No, it was like, yeah, that team's OP. That's the PvP team.
I can't hear it. So.
Oh, can you not hear it this entire time?
No.
Oh, my bad. I don't know if there's a way I can fix that.
Yeah,
I think it's just Discord being Discord.
Unacceptable. Did you set your fantasy football lineup, Mr. Dream?
No, I don't know. I don't really know how it works, but I'm playing down 1 player, so.
You're playing down a player? Go add a player.
I don't know how.
It literally says add players, and then you go pick add players.
Don't you have to wait like a couple hours or something, like to like let
No.
people like?
You have to do that at the beginning of the week. Now you can just grab someone.
Whatever, 20%.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Do that. How do I do that?
Ends up being, if anything,
go here.
ends up being the difference, I would be so salty.
I'm winning, but it's only because I've probably only had the only one played. Do I click view roster? View roster.
We should have gone for more of those like the drops.
Go to
They stopped announcing them or something. I feel
players, like players add players.
Pop up on the screen.
We just need.
Oh, wait.
Lime's dead. Lime's dying now.
Do I need to wait? Am I not playing down player? Did you guys switch it or something?
Maybe Grazer did. I don't think that's a thing
he
you
asked,
can do.
I think he asked me if I would be okay if I didn't have a player or something. If he just swapped it, and I think I said yeah.
Oh, that's
I
good.
did it then. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I didn't even have to do anything. See, I want my bot team to do decent. So I mean, I'm 2-4. So
You're doing better than a couple people in there with your your bot team. You almost beat me, and I was pissed, Dream.
That was close. That was close.
It was like
It wasn't that close, but it was close.
No, it was like I was up by 30, and then you had 1 player remaining, and then the first quarter he got like the first like 5 minutes of the game he got like 15 points. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you see Wilbur's name of his sword there?
Yeah, I did. It says it in chat.
We love to see it. All right, Mr. Dream, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
How do we get 7th place?
Wait, what place did you get individually on here? Like on no, I mean like on survival games.
Oh, I got like 10th, I think. I got tied with the most kills though. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
So dumb.
that doesn't feel right.
What did you get?
I got 5 kills. I don't know what place I came in. I think someone said I didn't even come in top 10, which was
that's just trash.
Oh, I did come in top.
That's like the purpose of survival games. The purpose of survival games is to kill people.
Well, it's to kill and survive. It's literally survival games. Like, the point is to survive, but you have to kill people in order to do it.
Yeah.
I
survived pretty long. There wasn't that many people left whenever I died. Like, there was like, I mean, I guess I'd have to look and see, but I think there was like at most like 15 people or something.
Yeah. I think me and you died around the same time too.
Like, I don't know. I know there was like 2 full teams, I know for sure. So that's 8. And I think that's pretty much it.
There's just more tweaking that needs to go on in survival games, and they're aware of it. Because, like, they've been doing it, like, every single MCC whenever we have a survival games. It was, like, when the kills were worth a lot and surviving was worth a lot, MCC 9 happened, where my team got 14 kills and all of us survived. And that was clearly way too broken on how many points we got.
Yeah.
And then that got nerfed and it didn't feel good. It just hasn't felt good any time yet.
Since then, yeah.
But at least they're like, I just like that they're still trying new things, and that makes me happy. Just one day we'll get it down pat.
All right, yeah. Well, it was nice hanging with you.
Good talking to you,
Peace
Mr.
out.
Dream.
Have fun. Have fun watching football.
Don't tell me what to do. I'll talk to you again soon.
Bye.
See ya, dude. I hate that guy, chat. He's the absolute worst. Yo, guys, thank you for 700,000 followers. I appreciate that. We hit that not too long ago. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you. If you haven't followed, it's the easiest way of supporting me. If you guys don't know Dream, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Go follow him on Twitch. Go follow him on YouTube. Make some of the best content on YouTube. Make some of the best content on Twitch. Make sure you do so. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you did enjoy your time. HBomb woke up 5 a.m. in order to stream. HBomb wanted to do that so that he could watch football at 10 a.m., which is in 30 minutes. I'm excited. Yeah, thank you guys for all the follows. I appreciate you. All right. Let's go.
It needs to be removed. I feel like you're just not. Like, nappity, nappity.
This is a long 50 seconds.
For real. Nice 50-second.
Does he just literally out of...
That's a terrible game.
He does!
It needs to be removed. I feel like
Just out of nowhere. There's nothing going on. He has to make sure that everyone knows Build Mart's a terrible game. I love Build Mart. Leave Build Mart alone. It's done nothing wrong. No. Not Build Mart, no. Who should we raid? Chat. I see Tubbo streaming, but Tubbo's got 115,000. Let's go, Tubbo. Let's go raid Purpled. Let's go get your boy. Build Mart lore. Oh! Also, guys, if you don't know, there are... I don't know if everyone's been released or what's happening. There are a few new members to the Dream SMP. I don't know who's announced that they're on it yet or what's happening. I know Tina streamed yesterday. If you haven't followed the new members of the Dream SMP, make sure you go check them out. They're all dope people. Remember that. Go check out everyone. Go support other streamers. All right, thank you guys for being here. They've all been announced. Who's been announced? Twitch Rivals? I have a Twitch Rivals for Hearthstone tomorrow. I don't know what time, honestly. Tomorrow I have a Twitch Rivals, and then Twitch Rivals on Tuesday for Minecraft. Yep. Tina, Aaron, how do I... Yeah, those are the 3. I don't know how to say his name. How do I say his name, chat? Jakishi? Jinx? Do I say Jinx? Yes? Okay, that's... I've said hello on Discord, that's it. Welcome. Oh. Alright, chat. Have a good Sunday. Take care, be safe, wear a mask, get out of here. You knuckleheads.